virtual dice have not loaded yet.
Oh no.
Are you sure you want to take his?
I don't know.
Could be very bad.
I don't.
Could be
Roll
bad or
first.
could be worse. Who knows? I don't know. Trying to fix dice better, guys.
Amanda, you decide. Do you want your roll or do you want Xavier's roll?
Nose goes.
Nose goes. Can't see you putting your finger on your nose.
It still counts because I can't find my Skype call. I'm stuck in settings. It was a long day, guys.
Okay. Chip,
A or B?
Yes,
left or right?
right.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He didn't sound really
Is that which
happy.
part of the tower melts through and lands on top of Numa?
Oh, I thought you were asking which direction I dressed.
Which way do you part your hair?
All right.
Oh, yeah. None of them.
Do I sound any different?
Oh, much better.
Hey, there you
Really? Ah,
go. A lot
What'd you do?
better.
well, that's fun. Because I didn't change anything other than I selected from default to webcam, which was using a webcam anyways. So,
Hmm.
you know,
I hope you learned your lesson.
Yeah, don't
don't
update
update
Skype.
Skype. Stupid idea.
It's rolling. I'm scared.
Oh, the last thing I remember is being stuck in a web.
Oh, that's right. I was off.
Getting murdered by spiders?
What was I doing? I
Yeah,
was off
they were
investigating the
tick
tower while you guys were duking it out with
spiders.
spiders.
It was bad. There's nothing good happening.
So I think on my way back, since I don't suspect anything, is I'm going to go through the hallway and grab as much loot and put it in the bag of holding as I can. Since no
I
one's
knew
around.
that Xavier couldn't be trusted to check the other towers.
You don't know.
I know. That's Ryan speaking. That's Ryan speaking.
Ryan knows.
I mean, you did point out that, hey Xavier, there's all this stuff here. You're going to go through it? After I done killed the Drake dude. Excuse me. Is that how many spiderlings pop out of the nest that's up on the roof?
4 or 19.
You'll just have to see, won't you? Okay. Is this everybody we're having tonight?
I think so.
Katie couldn't make it, so here we are.
Okay. Well, let me open up some maps and see where you guys were.
I couldn't find my token on either.
I'm on first floor near the middle tower.
Yeah, I found everyone else, but I couldn't find me.
I think we got everybody down to the ground floor, right?
That's what I thought, but then everyone was on the ground floor, so I was like, maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, I thought that's.
We tossed Octavia out into the boat, and then the rest of us went down to the ground floor, I think.
That would make sense too.
We're like, all right, she
Where are
can
you sleeping
distract
tonight?
these spiders while we get
Your
out.
night.
That's right. Where are you sleeping tonight?
Hopefully not the doghouse.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes they're cozy. I mean, they make some
Right.
really nice doghouses these days.
That's true.
Be nice to Becky.
it's the kids I'm worried about.
Oh. Oh, boy.
They always rat you out.
Yeah, we do seem to be missing a lot of tokens.
Did they just disappear or something?
Kind of looks that way.
Oh. Well, then I had the whole castle to
There was an
myself.
update, so maybe that's why.
Oh. Yeah, I updated mine.
Oh, are you guys not running the updated version?
No, I did update. I actually
Oh,
update
the
twice.
update,
Like I
then
clicked it once.
kept getting errors. Then
Yeah,
it said the
I-
update was finished, and then I saw that the update was available again, and it was like, well, I'm already late. Again.
Yeah, that was mine. I had to do it like 6 or 7 times, and then I had to go through a different button in order to update it. I went to settings and then update, and it actually updated instead of using the check for updates button.
Oh, I just did it twice. There I am. Red dot and all.
Oh, hey, there's Numa. And Caden. Hey.
Things all here.
Did you just
I just
transfer us
drug
back?
you guys back out there. I'm pretty sure you were all in the courtyard. So, who wants to recap last week?
How about Amanda? She had the most exciting part of last week.
Always the most exciting part. Like I'm good at this game.
You're really good at this game. You haven't died yet.
You're certainly better at it than Cognar.
But he's fun. I'm having fun with him. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I really did you guys make a video for yesterday? Because I need to go and watch that.
Yeah, yes, I did. It should be.
So, who wants to talk about last week?
Last week, where did it start? 'Cause all I remember is the freaking spiders. It started with Caravan guarding the one cultist left. And I think Xavier went down below and found all the caverns, the maze of caverns, and came back up. And it's like, guys, there's just like one cavern down there. So they're not there. And we're like, oh, well, then they have to be in the towers. Let's go look at the towers. But then we're like, okay, well, let's let Xavier and Aravan look at the towers while we all stare at this wooden statue for a few hours.
You wanted a
That
short
was
rest.
the choice you made. You guys were like, okay, well, they're searching buildings.
Short rest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out in a monastery for a while.
Yeah, it was a, it was a unanimous decision. And then we stared at the statue, and so everyone's doing their thing, and we're like, Rogue, the statue, it looks funny. But then, like, it took too long, so we're like, let's just touch it. So we touched it, and Rogue comes in, and he's like, don't move. I'm like, no, fuck, this can't be good. And so he finds a dagger, and he's like, oh, no, nothing's here. You're good, guys. Just a kidding. Okay, have a nice day. I'm going to go back to work now. You guys continue counting floor tiles. And I think Numa went off and found the Black Dragon's lair and found a really nice statue before almost poisoning himself with acid wardrobe. And then, like, everyone kind of gathered back together, and they're like, hey, we've been searching this place. What have you been doing? We're like, counting floor tiles and group shingles. Of course, because what else would we be doing? You guys are like, well, there's still bad guys here.
Did you
so
say
maybe we
shingles?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're like,
Just been having them
Just
since
one.
ingesting those mushrooms.
So we're like, okay, so what have you been doing? And they're like, well, we're looking for the bad guys that are still clearly alive. And we're like, oh, Yeah, that's actually a really good idea now that you mention it.
Oh
That's
yeah, we're
actually
still in the middle of the bad
something
guy's
we should
castle.
probably be doing. So we're like, okay, so there's 4 towers to look at, and there's 4 of us. Let's go look through towers. We're like, okay, let's go look through towers. What's the worst that could happen? And so Ervan goes off, and he's like, this tower's empty. Like, there's nothing worth crap in here except for something underneath a sheet that I didn't feel like looking at because it wasn't humanoid looking enough. So I
I
slept.
poked at it.
He poked at it, and it wasn't black goo, so that's a good sign. So then Octavia's going up a tower, and it's like nothing, no, not even a big deal until she gets to the top, and these fucking spiders come out of the ceiling and destroy her. Luckily, she has a very loud screech and alerted the others, her battle cry, and they rescued her from these terrible freaking tick spiders that killed her. And now we're here, learning that we did not find anything useful other than spiders. And
Got
he was
some
not
information from the
pretty
guy that Aravan interrogated after Xavier said he was done with the guy.
Yeah, Aravan had a nice conversation with the guy because, you know, he
Sent
was
him on his way
to him.
after he answered all the questions.
Yeah. I don't remember that part because I wasn't present, but I remember you did get information out of him. I don't think you relayed the information, but sounds reasonable.
Well, Xavier the information.
Well,
You guys
we
were
all know
busy.
Xavier's not going to pass on information. It's like one cavern, maze of caverns. It's the same thing, really. So, here we are, beaten, bloodied, and dying. And I think that's what happened, for the most part.
And we found out that Adam is terrified of spiders.
Me too.
Nope, 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 nope.
I think we found out Caden is not a big fan of giant spiders.
Yeah.
Anyone is a big fan of giant spiders. Like, I just don't think that's like, if anyone's like, I'm a huge fan of anything, no one would ever say giant spiders. No one.
Oh, I think Wolf would say that.
Who?
Lolth,
The giant spider queen.
the demon goddess of
We don't count
the
that.
drow.
That person clearly doesn't mean anything to us. She's dead to us.
Harsh.
Okay.
So while they're fighting spiders, I'm gathering loot after I get them down from the tower.
Yeah, I sort of just accidentally distributed some loot.
We're good with that.
That's fine.
So, about that.
Oh wait,
You don't?
you just gave us all that?
Accidentally.
You want us to subtract that from our sheets?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go and subtract all that from your sheets.
But now it looks so good in there.
I'm sure it did.
I'm so glad that I gave those coins to the ogre because now my math is a lot easier. Like, I didn't have any copper, I had no silver, had no electrum, and had no platinum left.
Break out a calculator here for a second.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I really don't know how much I had to begin with.
Just subtract that
Just
amount. and that's
subtract-
how
All you
much
gotta do is
have.
just subtract that amount.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, I see. Oh, well, it's not in
I'm
mine.
so poor now.
It didn't get it on mine. It didn't show up on mine.
Oh yeah, I don't have platinum pieces either.
I do. I did.
That's weird.
Not anymore.
I definitely did.
Well, maybe. I mean, it's so does it divide that? Oh, it's distributed. I see. So yeah,
You've got platinum pieces in your treasure. I see it. In your
I
character
see.
sheet.
I don't. Well, I was looking at the distributed across the party, and I was looking for 6,000 or 7,000 silver pieces. And I don't.
no.
I see what you.
You
Oh,
can subtract 1,166.
you know what? It dumped all those. It dumped them on the line below my monies. I got
Yeah, I
400
think your
gold.
money was set up kind of weird.
Yeah, I got 400 gold, 18 platinum pieces, and 100 copper pieces. And the silver pieces went through.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that was a typable line right there.
Yeah. So the silver
Yeah, but-
pieces went through, but the rest of them didn't actually add to what I
I
already
had
had.
to put, in order for it to actually go through, I think you just have to put PP, EP, GP, like
Yeah.
actual Yeah,
you
because
change
if you
those
type in
to
gold or
electrum and
anything,
copper
it
and
won't
silver.
add to
It'll
it.
actually auto add.
All right,
Yeah.
that didn't take long.
All right. Do you want us to change it so they all say that so it works for next
Yes,
time?
please.
Okay.
But then there's like one blank one. What one is the blank one for? I have platinum.
I got SP on mine. Oh, that's supposed to be
That's
Silver.
supposed to be silver.
Yeah.
right. Silver
I should
fuses.
have a blank one.
Everyone has a blank one.
That's weird that it. Oh, because
I don't know,
you know
yeah.
what? If you didn't have money, it would have auto-filled it
Autofill that you have.
with
But
whatever.
that's what
you-
happened the first time, and I was like, wait, what is this? This doesn't make sense. I was like, oh, that's
What's this? What's this? This
that's
platinum?
I don't know.
And then Electrum is going to be EP, right?
Yep.
Done. All right.
You want
So-
to put those back in our inventory? That's cool.
No, that's how much
We're all
that
just, like,
statue
throwing
is worth.
all of these coins out of our pockets, like we don't deserve this.
That's right, you
Why
don't.
do the spiders throw all these coins at us? That's just bullcrap.
They were
don't
loot
get
spiders.
coins.
Treasure spiders.
Yeah.
Like Diablo.
Yeah, we just happened to run into a treasure goblin along the
Mhm.
way and just decided we didn't want their vault.
All right. What Araban's gonna do is ask Octavia to join him in closing the front gate of this entire
Octavia is paralyzed.
She's still paralyzed.
I'm motionless.
What I obviously meant by that is Araban's gonna ask Numa to join him in closing the gate of this castle
The
so
front
they
gate.
can attempt to rest off some of their wounds.
Do we want to stay in the Black Dragon's room?
No, it's covered in acid.
Well, no. Well, the bedroom is, but you know, the top floor apparently was pretty
Oh, I
nice.
didn't.
And Araban's plan is to just stick out right next to the controls for the portcullis after closing it, so that if
Oh.
there's anyone left, the only way that Araban knows in or out, other than jumping,
Well,
is through that portcullis.
the Red Wizard has got a nice room in the middle tower.
I don't care. Where everyone carries me is where I'm going.
If Octavia is paralyzed and just laying in the middle of the courtyard.
I will drag her.
I appreciate it. What are you paralyzed with?
You're dragging her with you.
Yep.
All the way to the front.
Okay, sure.
Basically, unless Caden wants to watch over her elsewhere. Because Aravan's plan is to close the front gate and just sit down right there where he closed the gate to take his rest. Hopefully, like, cutting off the exit of anybody else in this castle, as far as he knows. So his plan is to stay there until he finishes his rest. But if anyone else comes by, they have to go up to the controls for the gate to get it open.
I'm going to say Caden would argue for staying in a room.
Yep.
You could, like, barricade as opposed to trying to start another fight with everyone essentially dead.
No, I plan on going to this room where Numa said that he found the statue. So I'm gonna go to the whatever the.
You're
Second.
not even there. You're not even there to hear any of that stuff. You've been out wondering.
I know. I plan on taking loot and then going and resting.
Well, you don't know anything about that room where you found the statue.
Oh. Well, I do plan on meeting up with the group who were in that building.
And we're not going to
so
tell you
maybe
that.
you should do that
specifically
first.
for that.
Maybe I should do that first.
Yep. We all made pinky promises not to tell Xavier about that room or that
Mhm.
statue.
All right. Well, I'm coming back here. What is
So,
the
Airman,
plan?
are you dragging? Have you already started dragging Octavia?
If Caden's opting to like camp out in a room, I'll move Octavia to whatever room Caden's choosing and help him fortify it as best we can. And then Araban's going to go for the portcullis.
I think he's going to opt for going just back into the chapel, since you know you kind of have a way to overlook the exit.
Right.
So
Like,
help you.
floor tiles.
He'll help you drag Octavia in there.
All right.
Yes.
And Xavier will go in there and assist in watching over Octavia while he takes his 4-hour trance in the corner.
And what is Numa going to do?
Well, I liked the I liked where the wooden statue was as well.
So,
All right, you're in the chapel.
So Aravan's all by himself going to go close the gate.
Go to the chapel.
That's what it takes. That's what it's going to do.
I thought that gate was pretty much like busted or something.
It was.
Aravan hasn't been up there yet.
Oh.
Not
Hey,
since it closed.
Aravan, that gate's pretty much busted.
In that case, I suppose this fortification is as good as any other.
Yeah. Close the door. And we rest.
I will continue laying here. Very
I
still.
don't have any way of helping you, I'm sorry.
Aravan's going to set himself down and back up against the door to help keep it closed. Unless it's
All
a
right.
full door. By the wall.
I was about to say you put your back up against the door and fall out into the courtyard.
It opens outwards.
I want to relax it.
I figure that it's probably more appropriate to have it open in than out. So, everybody starts to settle in, try to get some rest. Anybody posting guards or anything?
I will
Aravan,
not
you're
guard.
more wounded. I'd like you to rest first, and I'll take first watch.
Next time I'm going to argue upon that point, but this time I will humbly accept.
Okay, so everybody else is going to start resting. Then Xavier,
Yep.
make me a perception check.
Certainly. Dun, 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 dun. 17, 22.
All right, so as your companions start to settle in and start trying to get some rest or recover from this very, very long day. 'Cause, I mean, you didn't get to the castle until, right after dark. You had this, battle royale with the entire castle.
Yeah.
You've had to run around and try to search the place. You still don't know for sure where everybody is. So everybody's a little on edge. They settle in and try to rest the best they can. As you kind of keep watch, listen, occasionally check the arrow slits out the wall to see if anybody's moving around. You don't hear any movement. There doesn't seem to be any particular commotion or anything else going on inside the castle.
No cause for alarm. Sweet.
Not that you can determine.
Right. Okay. I will just continue pacing and checking on Octavia to see if she's alright still, and just doing my rounds.
Okay. After the first hour of your watch, you notice that Octavia, her body seems to have finally gone limp, and she seems to be asleep.
Good. So she slipped from paralysis into sleep. Good.
Sounds like me.
Paralysis.
I love how Aravan just dumped her on the floor. So you know what? I'll take my black cloak out of my inventory and I'll lay it on top of Octavia.
No.
Are you covering
Like me.
her face?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Dead,
smother
or
her.
are you-
Yeah, no, I'm just draping it over just to keep her warm because she's still in her armor, and I'm sure being tensed up for a full hour does havoc on your muscles. So, just to kind of keep her a little warm.
She wasn't so much tensed as just stuck.
That too. But being stuck in a prone position for an hour, that's gotta suck.
Actually, when she froze, she was kind of in a battle stance, so it was just kind of like...
Oh god, that's even worse.
She was like...
One leg up, kind of like... I
That's
was
really
frozen
cool,
today.
Like my facial features, you probably would have been scared if he just came up on me.
Sheer terror.
Pretty terrifying.
Yep, that's what I do. And I'll just spend the next 3 hours just checking the slits and being quiet. I love the mannequin pose there, Ben.
I couldn't hold it any longer.
I saw you shaking.
Okay, so your 4 hours go by, no sign of anything to alarm you.
All right, I'll go over and kind of tap Aravan on the foot because the last time that he was unconscious, he woke up and was ready to attack something. So I'll just kind of push his foot a little bit to try to wake him up.
And Aravan, you recover after 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elves.
So you come and get woken up. You feel much better, more refreshed than you felt in a couple of days. And you take over the watch. If you'd like to make me a perception check.
That's right. We were in the swamp like 2 days before this, right?
Yeah.
Oof. We all need a bath.
Oh yeah, you guys. There's
They'll
some
smell us
rankness.
before they see
I think
us.
we're desecrating this temple even more, or this chapel.
Well, I mean, you still haven't done anything with all the bodies in the courtyard, so you know it's
no, we
really
gotta worry
smelling
about the
bad out
plague.
there.
Speaking of which, though, Aravan would like to spend 2 more of his hit dice, and with his parapet, like after that first hour, spending the 2 hit dice.
Okay.
And with the parapet, the die number is effectively doubled. So that's
Additional 9.
So you need another 9.
yeah, another 9, please.
Well, I guess I can do that.
I mean, you could have just clicked your damage resistance thing 3 times.
Anyway,
That's true, yeah. And
So-
kind of just like cracking the door, just to, like, see if anyone's approaching. He's not
You
so
don't
great
see-
at hearing, but
you don't see anyone approaching. What you do see with your dark vision is a whole lot of vultures. Like, they are feasting on the carnage that has been left behind.
Let them eat.
There's got to be at least, like, what, 40, 50 bodies in the courtyard? Something like that? There's a
I'd say
lot
there were
of
at least
people.
30.
At least 30?
and then kind of just going forward for the rest of his watch, he's going to try and pay closer attention to see, like, if anything's disturbing the sounds of these vultures, like if anything's scaring them away or anything.
Oh, yeah,
like
if they
that.
get spooked. Yeah.
They get
Yeah.
spooked, then he wants to open the door.
So far, you're not really like the rest of your watch goes by, and nothing seems to have really changed their behavior.
All right.
See if I can do some justice to this.
Also, sometime during this long rest, Aravan's, Xavier's, and Numa's maximum hit points are going back down by 5. Because Aravan's aid spell is ending.
Oh, alright.
Back to 61.
Freaking number lock. I don't know why it turns off. Stupid thing. I need to pull that key off my keyboard.
Right? And you'll never turn it off.
Yeah, I never do.
Where do those people come from? They
All right, who's ready for round 12?
Oh God, they're zombies.
I don't have a
Octavia,
good way to just copy that token.
handle it all.
I'm not paralyzed now. I got this.
No, you're just unconscious, craving meat. Pork.
I
I'm not unconscious.
I
I
mean,
am not unconscious. I'm just sleeping.
that's unconscious.
So, no, it's different.
If I wanted to, I could almost kill you right now.
Almost.
Hello, baby.
Hi, Allie. We love you.
Amanda says hi,
I'm
Ellie. She loves you.
mistress.
I love you, Amanda.
Aw.
It's a very nice chair.
Exactly. Right size. Exactly next to that thing.
That chair's the perfect size.
It is
It's
perfect.
the perfect size.
And
Everyone
the
agrees.
The color is just really great.
And Amanda thinks the color is great.
It is, for
Brings out her
The
eyes.
upholstery is phenomenal.
It brings out your eyes.
thank you. Kind of does.
Yep, see? Okay. So anyway, there's all that carnage in the courtyard, which is now repopulated with all the dead bodies you guys left behind. And a lot more that, should be there, but I just can't be bothered.
Yep.
So, the full night goes by. You guys manage to rest without any interruptions.
Woo!
So everyone gets their long rest.
Bye.
I haven't.
And, on top of that, everybody levels up.
Doodaloo-doodaloo-doodaloo-doodaloo-doodaloo.
Yahoo.
So, let's talk about the leveling up process.
And there.
You guys are now going to be, I believe, level 6.
That was
Yes.
Yes.
That seems... I think I'm being too generous to you guys. I think you should be level 4, but... Oh well. So, what do you guys get at level 6? That's awesome.
everything.
I don't think you get everything. I'm pretty sure I would remember that.
Amanda, when you cheat, you have to be a lot less obvious than that. Like when you roll a d20 and you get, 2,000? Like, remember when that happened?
The chip?
That was like 199.
Yes. I get
Nope.
I get another key power.
You get another key point. You get key empowered strikes.
Ooh.
And a
Yes.
monastic tradition feature.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I don't have my. I need to go get my book, but I believe there was a like a strike of the gong or something. That's
You're the
basically
way of the
shatter.
4 elements, right?
Yep.
So at level 6,
I believe there was a. Let me go get my laptop. I believe there was like a strike of the gong or something that's the same as the shatter spell.
Gong of the Summit.
That's awesome.
Gong of the something.
you can spend 3 key points to cast shatter. Yep.
Yeah.
So you can pick that up if you want.
That's what I was going to do. It gives me another range attack, right?
Yep. A pretty good one too.
Yeah.
And
We just
key
went with a big
empowered
old
strikes.
Honestly, I'd have
Oh,
to say
yes.
that Caden's success with that spell influenced my choice.
Just a little
You
bit.
don't say.
Yeah. I'm like, man, are you serious?
Oh.
So I happened to see that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting that.
Also at 6th level, your unarmed strikes count as magical for the purposes
Yes.
of becoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks.
Hey Numa, there's a bunch
right.
of fucking gargoyles on the roof. Go punch them.
And my fists are at the ready. Yeah.
We'll support you with words of encouragement.
I encourage violence.
All right. We also need to roll your D8 to see how many hit points you get.
Roll well.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Let me get a hold of it.
Oh, that's not bad.
5 is pretty good. Better than my 2. So you're going to get 7 total maximum hit points. So you now have a max of 53.
Wrong person.
Nope, sorry.
47, right?
For you...
I had 40, so.
well, then that should be pretty easy math. Okay, so you have 47 now.
Now, do you change
And
the
let's
level? Or do I change the level?
I'm about to give you another level. Assuming you wanted to go monk, you could always go something else.
Oh, no. I'm going monk. I'm all monk.
All monk all the time.
So you now have that, and
Although maybe sometime later, I may go monk bard. Because I really do want to do that, those insults at some point.
You can just take.
I'm pretty sure you can do the insults on your own.
Yeah, no, but you
throw
just
them
don't
out
get
there.
you don't get any credit for them.
That's true.
Credit.
But Numa, you'd have to have
Maybe
a 13 charisma to do that.
Yeah,
put
that's
your,
a problem.
Put your key points in, so you now have 6 of them.
You know what? You could always just take the magic initiate feat and then just take the vicious mockery cantrip.
Oh.
That way you could bypass the needing the 13 charisma. I mean,
It would bypass needing the 13, but it was still his charisma would still be his casting stat.
yeah, but then he could
Yeah,
still
it
have
sucks.
it. You know?
I just wouldn't be very good at
You
it.
just wouldn't be- well,
Yeah.
Does that work? I mean,
Yeah, maybe I'll just do it on the. Maybe I'll just make it a hobby. It's just gonna help my interaction with the non players, right? So how do you want me to do the? I think we got confused about the. So my Fist of Unbroken Air you have as a weapon, but then we also have as a key power. But I think he was just basically a spell, right? That's how we ended up doing it.
Yeah, in fact,
Fun.
you shouldn't have to use it as an attack anymore. You should just be able to go down there and do the save and then the damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Down at the spell section, right?
Yeah.
So is that where we need to put this Gong of the Summit?
that's what I would do.
Yeah, I'll just pull Shatter in for you.
Perfect. No,
Or you
we'll
can pull it in.
Shatter. I want it to be the Gong of this. Yeah,
Okay, well
Got
then
the
you
save.
find it and pull it in.
I'm just kidding. Do what you have to do, Ben.
Nope, too late. It's on you. I'm moving on. Aravan.
Aravan is taking a different class and gets him a couple of more spell slots, or a couple of more spells, not quite spell slots yet. And he's also going to be a little bit better without his armor.
Oh,
Paladin 5, Sorcerer 1.
Yes, sir.
sorcerer. Ooh.
Okay, so
Ooh.
tell us about your
Gotta pay for
sorcerer.
the fire.
Yes.
How is
much-
this sorceress power being awoken?
So it is from his father's bloodline that Aravan has been trying to repress as long as he has been able to, but recently being downed by a dragon is causing this bloodlust within him to reawaken after all those years of suppressing it.
So
And
you've
when-
decided on the dragon origin?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Which is going to be a couple of useful things, like now I'm able to speak Draconic,
You just wanted to talk to Snapjaw.
basically, now that we're done.
Now that he's gone forever.
But also, if the party looks closely now, they might see a couple of green scales adorning Aravan's
Ooh.
beautiful Eladrin skin.
Green scales. Ooh,
Green
poison.
Scales.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus on spells that go good with my weapons, like the Green Flame Blade and Sword Burst, so that I can still do things to a couple of people around.
Oh, I see. So you're min-maxing.
Nah, I mean, I took 2 cantrips to give me
Twink.
ranged attacks now.
Wink.
But also, I believe until I get sorcery points, I can only do the Green Flame Blade once or attack twice.
Isn't Green Flame Blade a cantrip?
It is.
Or can't you do
It allows you to cast
But
cast
can't
it and
do
then
two
use
things.
your bonus action, I believe, to make a melee attack, right?
You use your action still,
Oh, okay. It just
Yes.
allows you to make a weapon attack.
but so you only get the one weapon attack, but you get to add fire damage to it, and the fire bounces to another target nearby.
Which is
Or-
effectively like 2 attacks.
Kind of. It's just like a weaker second attack, but if that second guy is out of the reach of my sword, I might be able to hit him. And then for sword burst, I'll now finally have an AoE attack if I get surrounded again.
Very nice.
All right. So, you ready to roll your... Well, so what is it for a sorcerer? A D6?
Is it a 6?
Yep.
Bummer. Oh! You just healed
Nice.
yourself 7.
Okay.
No.
So, yours is going up to 68, I believe.
Yeah!
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now, so I assume you're getting all your cantrips and all that kind of stuff worked out.
Slowly working on that. It keeps freezing up on me when I try to add spells, so I might still have to do that by hand. Because also, I don't know if it has the Sword Coast spells, but
It may not.
yeah, working on that.
Okay.
Or at least I got a physical character sheet with them printed out to know what they do.
And Octavia.
Me. I think. So my channel divinity, I get it twice per day now.
Ooh,
So you went cleric.
you went cleric 6?
I went cleric 6.
Woohoo.
It'd be nice to have a cleric in the party.
I'm not good with like multi-classing guys. Still, you know.
And you're light domain, right?
I am light, and so I get improved flare.
Mm.
So my warding flare can target someone other than who's attacking me.
Not that you ever used it.
I
No,
almost
I don't-
did once in the marketplace. But now I'm
Oh, that's right. You did use it. Those people that were chasing you down the dark alley.
Because it was terrifying, and I thought I would send up a flare so everyone would know where I was, but I read the spell wrong, but it's totally okay still.
So,
It's still a good spell. Good spell.
I mean, now this theoretically means that if you remember to use it, you could up to 3 times a day or 3 times per long rest. You could cause an attacking creature to have disadvantage on its attack.
What level is warding flare?
So nice.
So it's just 3 times per short or long rest period? Or is it like a spell slot? How is a spell slot?
No, it's 3 uses.
Oh.
No spell slots involved.
Yeah, it's,
Very kind.
that
Put
one.
that on
That's
It's not even channel divinity.
Yeah, that's like free.
It's kind of like Bard's Inspiration.
There.
You just get to use it
Is it based off your wisdom modifier?
based off our wisdom modifier.
Nice.
I did not know that was just a freebie. So.
Maybe you should read cleric.
Yep, maybe as a possibility, read your class.
I do. I'm just my brain's jello.
You
So would
skipped
you
over
like
the
to
first
roll your
part.
D8 for?
She read light domain. What spells do I get? Fireball. Sold.
Yep, that's basically
Skip
what
the
you-
rest.
Ooh, you're gonna get 7. Actually, not just 7.
9.
You're gonna get 9.
Nice.
Oh, I hope you added it for me. Still happy with that?
You're now at 62.
I'm so much higher than Muji is already.
You almost have as many hit points as your paladin. I mean, excuse me, your Pala Orcerer.
Sorkadin.
Is there any other cool stuff you get at
Not make the
6?
I think that was it, unless I'm missing something. I'm going back and forth. I think
You now have 3 third level spell slots.
yes.
Oh,
yes, I forgot
yeah,
that
that's
part.
nice.
I forgot that part.
That's
Which-
an additional
And eventually
fireball.
she'll use them for healing
You-
spells.
Do I get another spell slot on 3rd level, or do I leave it at what we have it now? Because, like, not spell slot, but, like, prepared spells. So I have 4 right now. I think that's what we're leaving it at. Till I get another spell.
Till you get to 4th level. Or
No,
4th
you still
level.
get 4 at your
Okay.
at your maximum level.
Okay.
Okay.
So very good.
And Xavier.
I'm taking a level in Ranger.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Rogue Ranger.
Who would have thought?
I know.
I don't know.
Crazy.
In my dreams, I've just had visions of this epic ranger that's been hunting all these things, and I feel like he's calling to me. So
Like he took down an elk and everything, and
yeah,
he wanted to take down.
I saw him explode a carcass and run away and die. So I feel like I need to harness that essence.
Oh, wait a second. May have added that wrong.
New York? I don't know anybody from New York. Leave me alone.
Doo-doo.
God, I hate telemarketers.
What? They're your friends.
They're the worst.
You don't need that.
Hey, there we go. That's better. So, which skill did you want to add?
I'm going to add nature.
Sure.
Yeah. I thought I didn't have survival and I was going to take that, but I had it already. So, nature.
And let's see. Yeah, this does not include the
Unearthed Arcana, yeah.
the Unearthed Arcana. So, you should now have a Natural Explorer and Favorite Enemy, though.
Under abilities, right?
I think so. Yep.
I do. Yep.
Features.
Yep.
Favorite Enemy.
Hey. Cool. All right.
What's your favorite enemy going to be?
Well, if we're using the Unearthed Arcana, I'm going to choose humanoids for this one.
Humanoids. So you are a murderer.
Yeah.
I knew it. Mama was right about you.
At this moment, I need to be able to track humans, or at least humanoid creatures better. Because that's what I've been doing.
What you mean is when you fight all those humanoids, you want the +2 to damage.
No, I was actually not looking for that. I was purely thinking of that black dragon got away from me. Half dragon. And I was like, I want to find that son of a bitch. Like, I don't have the primeval awareness to search for him yet, though. But
How do you know that wouldn't count as a monstrosity?
I don't.
Yeah, he was just numbers and spells and shit.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's humanoid.
Level 2. Well, I don't know that. I didn't check. But we're looking, cultists and all that, and it just makes sense. That's what I'd be tracking. If they had dragons at level 1, I'd take dragons because of backstory. But that's not until level 6.
Okay.
And, yeah, so that's what I get. I get favorite enemy. So I get +2 to damage rolls against my favorite target. And I get advantage on survival checks to track those enemies. And advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about them, which I don't know how helpful that's going to be. I also get a language. I think I'm going to choose Dwarvish as my language.
Cool.
I don't know if anybody has that. And then a bunch of cool things for Natural Explorer, like ignoring difficult terrain, and difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel, which is nice when we're actually traveling, not in combat. Can't be lost.
That would come in handy at some points.
Yeah. If traveling alone, I can stealthily move at normal pace. When I forage for food, I find twice as much. That's, helpful.
Yep.
And while tracking other creatures, you learn their exact number, their size, and how long ago they passed through the area. So I figured that would be very helpful when tracking
We are trying to
cultists.
track something down.
So,
Who are we tracking down?
oh, well, the bakers.
Spiders.
Bakers.
The bakers. Yeah. The Muffin Man.
It's
Gotta find the Muffin Man.
Muffin
So yeah, that's what he's got this one. So
Okay.
so I don't know how we want to do the +2 to damage thing. For the favorite enemy, I could just do a.
I think what we'll need to do is you'll need to add a weapon attack thing.
Okay. Yeah, just call it favorite enemy or something.
Yeah, just call it favorite enemy and then just put damage in at 2.
Okay. All right. Weapons. And I need to roll you a D8, don't I? Or D10.
You sure do.
D10.
I mean, if you want D8, I'll take it.
Oh, bollocks.
Well, lucky for you, I rolled a 10.
Oh, snap! I'll take it. Wait, did you already add it?
No, I didn't think I did.
I went up to 54.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes
No,
when
that's
you
right.
add in the level of rogue, or a level, it does it automatically. That's what it did for me in Sorcerer.
Well, if you rolled a
It's the
10, it should
average.
actually be... I was
That's
at...
it.
It should be 12 total.
Right. And now was that...
So what were you at, 48?
No.
46?
46, because he got... Yeah, 46.
So it should 58.
Yep. Woohoo!
Okay.
I like it. Alright, let me add a weapon, please. Do I have too many weapons?
I don't know, do you?
I don't know.
Well, you do have some at the top.
There it is. There it is. Haha. Sneaky bastards.
Don't they just have like star, 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 star?
I haven't. I didn't say that. I was going to investigate the dagger, but I forgot I had the dagger.
Ah.
That's probably what that is. Unidentified
Yeah.
object.
Okay. So, now that you guys have all gotten a nice rest in, it's about midday. Caravan is casting Chill Touch on things.
Murder everyone in their sleep.
No doubt. We don't really get a long rest.
You know, we've already got one party murderer in our other game.
Oh,
Yeah, I
no.
just want to show her how to do it with pizzazz.
Is that like jazz hands?
Kind of, sort of. The fancy equivalent.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do? You've rested. So far as you guys could tell, you didn't really. You never heard anyone moving around the castle. No one tried to attack you.
I think it's time to find some people.
I think we need to go up to that office where that paperwork is to see if we can't. Maybe that tells us where the next step of all this stuff was going.
What, paperwork?
Yep. It's in this tower that we're in. I think it's just one floor up.
No. Well, that'd be handy. I'll check that out. Look at paperwork. What paperwork?
Some intel.
Are you traveling by yourself? again?
Who?
Just upstairs. Numa
Octavia.
said it's safe up there.
No, I'm going with her since I suggested it.
So
So,
are there
Octavia,
holes
yeah.
in the ceiling?
Not spiders.
Are there holes in the ceiling?
No, there do not seem to be any holes in the ceiling.
Okay, then I think it'll be safe to go upstairs.
All right, so you guys head upstairs, and Octavia, you see for the first time this somewhat extravagant library that is housed in the rooms above where you slept. And there are shelves and shelves of books, just all kinds of books.
This is a magnificent place, Numa.
Do what?
This is a magnificent place. I know that Snapdragon said we shouldn't stay here long, but this might be worth staying here long. I do love books. But you said something about paperwork. Let's focus on the paperwork first before we get distracted.
I think this is where that desk was with paper. Is there not a desk on here with paper?
Nope.
Well, maybe it's the next floor. Sorry.
Lots of books. You don't see any desk or paperwork, really.
Maybe it's above us still.
Are there any books that like I'm assuming a lot of them probably have dust on them. Can I look around and see if maybe one of them looks like...
No, actually, they seem to be fairly well cared for.
Damn it. Damn. Who cleans their libraries like this? These people were immaculate. This is just insane. Okay, so are there any tables anywhere in this room?
There's like a adjoining room that has a small table and a couple of chairs.
Are there any books on it?
There is a book laid out.
I would like to look at that book.
Okay. It appears to be a book on mathematics.
I don't understand this gibberish.
It's written in common.
That's fine. Numbers and letters aren't meant to be words. So let's close that book. And, I'll just kind of look around. I'm trying to, does anything like really stick out unusually? Like, is there maybe like a bookshelf? Like, are there drag marks on the floor? Maybe a bookshelf open secretly?
Sounds like you're trying to do an investigation check.
I am. I'm really bad at this. I'm going to try.
Okay. It looks like these books, the shelves that they're all stacked on and sitting on, seem to be relatively new construction. As you look, the books don't seem particularly well organized. It almost, you get the impression that like as books were brought into the castle along with all the other stuff, they were kind of plucked out and just brought up here. So it's not like any particular theme has appeared as to what they were trying to collect books for, or just like any book that passed through seems to have gotten selected.
Okay, well.
None of them stand out as being. There are some relatively rare books here. You imagine this is a very extensive collection, and it's probably as extensive as any private collection you could think of. Like this rivals the collections of what you would expect very wealthy nobles and kings to have.
God, this is just insane. You don't even realize this work in here. It's just, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. But let's, like I said, let's try and not get distracted. Oh my God! Did you look at this one over here? I can't believe they have this title over here. This is insane. Paperwork, Numa. You set up a floor.
Octavia, you just found your favorite book on natural philosophy.
I already had a little lamb. I do love natural philosophy. It's
Numa may look for
Yeah.
a book on Elvish history that may lead him to his long lost family or something. Maybe
like
looks
to
for
don't get
books with.
distracted.
Make me an investigation check.
Investigation. Ooh, that was laggy. That was a laggy roll.
So
Lagged.
you start looking through, and first you figure, well, I'll just look for any books that are written in Elvish. And there are several. Some of them seem to deal with topics that you would associate with magic, some with astronomy. You do find one that seems to be a history book. You don't have the time to look through it and determine whether it's actually a history of anything near what you're looking for, but it is at least a history book. It seems to be that was written in Elvish.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll have time to read it later. Plus, I am a history buff, so that's good.
All right. So you now have one Elvish history book.
All right.
So we should continue upstairs and look at this paperwork. You said that talked of schedules and drop off points and shenanigans. Is there another upstairs?
Yeah, let's go upstairs.
Okay. As you head upstairs, you see the acidic vapor seem to have somewhat dispersed. And you see a little bit of corrosion where it's like the carpet and the wood near the door that you closed has been eaten up. But you think you managed to contain most of the damage inside the room. So outside, as you go up the stairs, you do see a desk.
Oh, good. I wasn't dreaming that.
There is a writing desk, several smaller tables, and they all seem to be stacked with reports and papers and all sorts of other things.
Oh, jeez.
And the four chairs look very pretty, but they don't look very comfortable.
So I'm going to investigate to see if there's any records of where these shipments are going, or even if they're going anywhere. So
Okay.
take a look at these papers.
I'd like to help them sift through these.
Okay. So with assistance, you get advantage on that roll. So roll again.
Oh, thank you. Yay. Yay, assistance.
So there are a lot of papers here. Some do seem to be inventories. Some are reports that were forwarded about the raids that had happened in several communities that you assume were what supplied the materials that were being collected. In the first 20 or so minutes that you're looking through, you don't come across anything that seems to just be like just what you're looking for, but there's still a lot of papers to go through. So you're going to keep looking through that stuff. And Aravan, Xavier, what are you guys doing?
Chairs the more comfortable.
If I didn't investigate that knife while I was resting, then I would like to investigate it now. While
Okay.
they're up there looking at books.
Guess make me an Arcana check.
Certainly.
Aravan would like to head back to the stables that the giant lizards were in to investigate those mud piles underneath the stairs. Mud-covered lumps beneath the steps. And then make his way upstairs to that. If Xavier doesn't look too busy with that knife, he's going to ask Xavier to come with him. He spotted a padlocked chest.
Ooh.
Chained shut.
With the sound of a padlock, I am excited. Alright, Aravan, show me where it's at.
Okay.
So do I find out anything about that knife?
Well, let me see.
It's cursed, and you die. Shit.
Die if you try to learn this
Yeah.
knife.
When investigating this knife, if you complete an investigation check, you die.
Okay. So, what you discover is that the item clearly has some magic, but you're not able to tell specifically what it is. In what I'm referencing specifically is the variant of magical identification. That actually requires you
identify.
to have an identify spell to learn a magic item's properties.
Do we know if Caden has identify?
He does have identify.
I will hand him the dagger and say, Caden, could you please take a look at this for me? While I go help Erevan. So I'll just give him a little time, and then we can.
Okay.
We'll go investigate this chest.
All right. So, you guys head over, and it was not in the stables that you saw this. It was
the second floor, right?
Oh.
No.
It was underneath the steps.
It was underneath the steps in that room,
Ah,
which you would have remembered.
of course.
So,
Yes.
you guys head over there,
Yes.
and what you see underneath the steps over there are 3 mud-covered and spattered lumps. You're not entirely sure what they are, but they are apparently made of wood. And everyone, you should be able to just move your token.
Okay.
Ooh, super slow.
So made of wood, can I start like just wiping this off?
I thought you were going to raise your sword to it.
I mean, you guys can do whatever you want to with it.
I was just trying to clear them away to see what this wooden stuff is underneath. It's like barrels or crates or chests.
As you start clearing some of the mud away, they do appear to be 3 chests.
All right, Erevan, take a step back, please.
Be careful.
Always.
And he's going to step back.
All right, I will step in, kind of crack my fingers a little bit, and I dive in to start checking for trapped locks and then picking the locks.
Okay. So, as you go to start inspecting them, you realize they don't have any locks on them.
Okay. I make it look like I'm doing busy work then.
You're putting on a very good show. Make me a performance check.
Certainly. Not a very good show.
Everyone's pretty sure you're not actually picking any locks.
Xavier, we don't have time for this.
They're not trapped. I'll open one.
All right. You open the first chest, and what you see is just a profusion of small items and coins. That the color seems to indicate that a substantial portion of these things are made out of copper.
Ah, okay.
And there's a lot of copper coins.
All right, Erevan, that one's full of copper. I'll open up the next one.
And I'll open up the third.
And as you guys open those up, you see more of the same.
Just a bunch of copper pieces of trinkets, kind of.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
There are there's some jewelry in there that looks like some of it might be semi-valuable. Like no individual piece looks like it's worth more than, a handful of gold.
Right.
But there are just a lot of those kind of things in here.
All right.
And as you've moved the chest, you've noticed they're very heavy.
Oh yeah, waterlogged, full of coins. Oof.
Yeah. You would estimate that the three chests combined probably weigh 500 pounds.
Ooh. How big are the chests? Are they like 3-foot chests or?
I'm gonna say they're like 2 feet wide by like a foot and a half deep, like a foot and a half tall.
Solid. Okay.
There's just a lot of copper coins in there.
But
There's the occasional silver piece mixed in.
Right. Erevan, I don't think we could bother with this. There's fresh gold in the corridor across the way.
All right. And the locked chest was up those stairs.
Oh, the locked chest. Oh, you brought me down here to dig in the muck. I will go upstairs. To the locked chest.
So, upstairs, on a level 2 map. Okay, upstairs, you go and you see a large, sturdy chest wrapped in chains and padlocked.
Okay. I will investigate this one for traps, because it is locked.
Okay.
Nerevan wants to be kind of like right over his shoulder after the little spectacle he put
25.
on downstairs to make sure he's actually working on the lock.
There's actually a visible lock on this one. I'm
There
working.
is a visible lock, but this time I'm like, okay, are you actually a rogue, or is this all just been for show?
It's a clever ruse, I'm a Charlotte.
A clever ruse.
A clever ruse. So 25.
It's all the
on my-
clever facade.
Yes.
Okay, so you investigate, and other than just these locks, I mean, the chains, everything, it's kind of clumsy, really. You know that, or you've seen enough in these rooms to suspect that these were bullywug rooms. And this thing looks like someone who's trying to make it look more important than it might actually be. Or is just really paranoid.
Right.
But it is successfully locked, but you don't see anything as sophisticated as a trap.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll give it the old college try and try to open it.
Okay.
28.
You takes you all about 2 seconds. Tick, tick, and the padlock just falls open.
You see this right here? It wasn't even locked. Just open. Stupid bullywugs, they don't know how to use a lock. I would like to open the chest then.
All right. So as you open the chest, what you see is this one has a lot more silver and electrum coloring. There's lots of jewelry. There's hand mirrors. There are very fancy shell combs. There are hairpins and brooches with stones in them. So several of the pieces look to have turned kind of black from the tarnish, but you can tell, you can see bits where it's silver.
Okay.
Like the one thing that strikes you about all of them is that if you were in like Baldur's Gate or the other big city, Waterdeep, like all of these things would find a happy place on a noblewoman's dressing table.
Oh. Looks like House Xander's doing. If I were to give a guess. Erevan, I think these ones should be properly returned. A little bit more value on them.
As you're looking through, just kind of giving it the, how much do I think that would be worth? The stuff in this chest, you figure, all in all, is probably worth at least 1,000 gold, but again, there's a lot of it.
Right. Another 500 pounds, you think?
No, I mean, this is one chest.
Okay.
There's probably 80 pounds of stuff in here.
All right.
Grab a side, Erevan.
Kind of just gone handful by handful, dumping it into the bag of holding.
Oh, I figured we'd just take the whole chest down.
Don't want to stretch the opening and break the bag.
No. Carry down the stairs. Put it with the rest of the stuff.
Very well. And Aravan's going to help him move it down by the other chests.
Yeah, I wanted. Well, let's put it with the gold across the way. This is more valuable.
So you guys didn't do
Very
anything
well.
with the other chests downstairs?
No,
No.
I'll let Octavia know when I see her that there's a lot of shiny stuff in the muck.
Yeah, it sounds like something. What Aravan's thinking, it sounds like something to report back
Yeah.
about, rather than try and bring it out of here on our own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys managed to haul that crate. Between the two of you, it's not too much trouble, but it is fairly heavy.
Oh yeah.
And are you taking it back to the chapel, or are you taking it over to the actual hall where all the other stuff was?
I'm thinking the hall. What do you think, Irvin?
Following you
All right, to the hall.
at the front of the chest.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna dump it in the hall and then just go ahead and case the hall while we're there. Now that I have time to look at it.
Okay. So once you take that chest and stick it in there with the rest of them, and really start giving the hall a good look over, what you see is that the tables in the northern half of the room seem to just be littered with valuables of a variety of kinds.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like gemstones and gold pieces and silver pieces and all that kind of stuff. There's also like works of art, very fancy pieces of just artistic design, and there's also a handful of weapons or pieces of armor or things like that have been mixed in. Basically anything that looked like it might be a finer quality or better make has kind of ended up here.
All right, Irvin, do you have an eye for anything in here? Does anything catch
Rather
your fancy?
Not at this particular moment. But if the others are done, I'd like to get everyone together to search the final tower.
All right. Why don't you go get them, and I'll start putting some of these gemstones in the bag of holding.
Aravan's going to hand over the bag of holding for him.
I have it. I never gave it back
He's
to
already got this guy.
you.
So I've got to edit the bag of holding, but you got it?
Yeah,
Gee,
I can't edit it.
I'm your pack mule.
Yeah, so I start taking what I think is the most valuable portions on those
Okay, well
tables.
make me an investigation check to
Yeah.
see what you're able to determine.
Yep. 18.
Okay. There are several pieces that catch your eye. One, you see a very well-crafted bronze crown that you estimate is probably worth about 250 to 300 gold pieces. You see there's a carved ivory statuette. It looks like it was carved as a kind of a centerpiece, kind of a home shrine. It seems to be of Moradin.
Oh, okay. Yoink.
You see that there is a golden bird cage that has some very fancy filigree work that seems to be made out of electrum.
Ooh. Okay.
And there is a brass drinking mug with jade inlays.
Ooh.
Each of those pieces you would guess are somewhere in the 200 to 300 gold piece range.
Okay.
Then you see one particular gem that really catches your eye. It seems to be larger than what you would expect for, a gem used in bartering or as coin.
Okay.
It's almost shaped like a prism.
Oh. Okay.
Tips.
You see there are several, long swords and short swords and daggers and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But one in particular catches your eye. That is a morning star, of particularly fine make.
Ooh, I'm gonna grab that. So I'll just put those 5 items in there for now, or 6 items. The prism,
Okay.
and then the brass drinking mug, the electrum bird cage, card ivory statuette.
I could actually distribute those as items.
Oh yeah, then
In the game.
yeah, we'll put them in mine, and I'm gonna take that mace to Octavia.
Okay. Are you gonna wait? There were still more things that caught your eye.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm excited. Like party, I found
No, we're
things.
done here.
There's a shield that has an emblem that looks like kind of a stylized eye on it, and it looks to be of quite good construction.
Like not a whole lot of dings and that kind of like.
It vaguely looks like the eye like you see on the top of the dollar bill,
Oh, okay. All-seeing eye kind of thing going on.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, it's interesting.
And
do I know what, like, if that's related to a deity?
it doesn't strike you as being related to any particular deity, which is the kind of the unusual
strange.
thing.
Okay.
And you find, strangely, a pair of slippers that have very intricate, like a very intricate pattern woven into them.
Okay.
At first it strikes you as like it almost might be like pinstriping or something,
Mm-hmm.
made in very fine cloth, in very fine
Silk?
thread. There we go, thread. But the more you look at it, the more it seems to resemble like a spider's web.
The fact that they have slippers with the loot just tells me that they know something that I don't, and so I will take those as well.
They're trying to appease their spiders in one of the towers.
You know?
They've trained their spiders to weave slippers.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Slippers that
So-
summon spiders. I love
We
it.
killed a bunch of cobblers. What have we done?
Those are the things that really catch your eye.
Okay. I will take all those, and then I will bring back to the party, and then we can have Caden spend the next 2 hours investigating everything. just sit here in the corner and let me know what all these things
Play
do.
with these new toys, Caden.
So is identify a ritual spell?
It is.
Not that I don't trust you.
Oh.
I'm going to verify.
Uh-huh.
Yep, sure enough. Okay. So, you go take all those things back, and Numa and Octavia still aren't back down where they went up to the top of the tower.
Get consumed.
Okay.
Very
It's very interesting paperwork.
I come back in and I say, Octavia, Numa, I bring goodies.
And I'll say that and you guys hear him. Aravan, what were you doing when you left? When you left Xavier back there in the
I was
hallway?
going to find Octavia, Numa, and Caden to basically gather everybody up to search the final tower.
Okay, well, you find all three of them up at the top looking through this paperwork.
All right.
And, you know, it's probably been, I'd say it's been about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's found any real, like, you know, oh, look, this is amazing. But they're starting to piece together more and more of what was probably happening here. And if you guys want to spend some more time looking through the paperwork, you may learn more. If you want to do other things, you're certainly welcome.
Well, I think my mission is to track down these dragon cultists. So if we feel like we're on a on an evidence chain, I'm going to stay and look.
Okay. Then whoever of the group, and I assume that now that Xavier's back and no one's coming downstairs, you're also going to go up and look for them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so you come upstairs and you're carrying the bag of holding and you've got this morning star in your hand.
Octavia, I brought you a new weapon. It's a gift.
I will glance up from the paperwork, have my reading glasses on, magically appeared.
It's your goggles and night vision, right?
Yeah, my goggles at night. With the little spectacle that pops down to magnify, you know.
You just see me coming in, kind of waving it, like, hey, what I found.
I love to understand what you are. You're just like a blur. You're back so soon. It's only been, what, minutes? 2?
20
3?
minutes.
Oh, dear. Yes, okay. Well, there is then, I believe, nothing of use up here. Have we found?
Oh, you found plenty of interesting tidbits.
But nothing of use?
It's probably written code.
Well, we hadn't considered that when we started, and now I don't feel like reading through it again to see if there's code.
Okay, well, Octavia's not learning anything. Numa, on the other hand, clearly is learning stuff. Caden is absorbed and is putting a lot of things together.
Yes. So,
I
I
am.
mean, I guess it is, you know, it's important for us to understand where the next step would be to tracking these guys down. I mean, I'm not sure we have any leads after we've annihilated all living creatures in this castle.
Can Octavia speak with Dead on the one of the higher up guys? Maybe that long hair guy that stabbed Aravan.
Wait, what?
So, while you guys are discussing this, whoever has the best investigation, roll me an investigation check with advantage.
That's me.
As you guys are starting to kind of flip through all the paperwork and kind of compare notes about what you found so far.
21.
Okay, so Xavier, as they start kind of talking you through what they've found so far, what you and Caden and Numa have kind of compared, and they think that this place has kind of served as a collection point for
distribution center.
Kind of the exact opposite of a distribution center. Instead of shipping things out all over the place, all the stuff has come to here.
This is the warehouse.
Seems to be.
Okay.
Except that there's talk of like another collection point further to the north. And, you know, it's not real clear what's going on. And as you get engaged and start looking, you know, flipping through these papers, you eventually find one that was written in Draconic. And you speak Draconic, correct?
Yep, so does Caden.
Right.
Yep.
Caden just hadn't gotten to this one yet.
Okay, yeah, I speak Draconic.
And you see it, and you start flipping through it, and it's notes. It's like personal notes about the transport of goods to a place they just call it the Lodge.
Ooh.
And as you're reading through, it's clear that whoever wrote this is fairly high up in the organization.
And it's in Draconic.
It is in Draconic.
Okay.
And you see that there's a description of a portal with notes about the word that's required to activate it.
Oh, code word. Okay. Do I know the word?
The word is Brazier.
The password is.
Password is Draconic.
And as you skim the rest of these notes, you realize that the portal they're talking about is below this castle.
Oh, jeez.
Say that again.
There's a portal below the castle. They
Portal
are
to
taking.
where?
I don't know where they're taking it, but they're taking the loot down below the castle in the catacomb thing down below. And I
Did
think
you see anything that looked like a portal while you were down there?
all I saw was some strange mist being drawn across the ground and a crane mechanism that I assume is for transporting boxes from the higher ground to the lower ground.
Xavier, I believe that is not the type of transportation that a portal is capable of doing. It's a different type of transportation method.
What?
A crane is entirely different from a portal.
No, I'm not saying that the
I'll
crane is the
explain
portal.
to you the intricacies of the transportation a crane is capable of versus a portal at another time.
No, what I'm saying is that they have been moving stuff underground.
Yes, there's some sort of portal.
Yes. And we have the code word to get through the portal, which means we might pop out right in front of whoever is on the other side waiting for stuff.
What I'm trying to figure out is you've been lollygagging around this entire castle. We've been digging through this paperwork, and you come in here, and 2 seconds later, you come up with this piece of information out of the blue. It's just ridiculous.
I believe we could hide Erevan in a chest and throw him through the portal.
That sounds like a wonderful plan, Numa. I agree
Here, why don't you
wholeheartedly.
take this hat of disguise and disguise yourself as one of the cultists, too?
How about the one that was
It
here in the
worked.
castle?
Our success is very high. We have a very high rate of success with that
Yeah.
particular
Use this plan everywhere we go.
approach.
I don't think we need to search the castle anymore. If this Resmir was going anywhere, they were going for the portal.
I mean, we only have one more tower. Wouldn't it be safe to just, be sure before we leave this place?
Ben, does the
If
word
I were a
phrase
cultist
here
leader,
mean
I'd run to
anything
reinforcements.
Draconic? Or is it like maybe a name or just like some sounding out?
It doesn't it's not. It doesn't strike
mean
you
like
as saying
water,
anything.
Something like that in Draconic or anything like that.
Right.
Okay.
It's like Draconic for open.
No, it's Draconic for brewery.
Oh! So, Octavia, do you want this mace? It's
Yes,
fine quality.
I have a mace. Is it finer than mine?
It is specifically a Morning Star,
Oh, sorry, it's a Morning Star. It's like your Sunburst,
which is a martial weapon.
which she can't use. Never
Why would you
mind.
offer me something that I can't use?
I don't know what you can swing.
Xavier, you have a full sense of humor.
I don't know if I could use them all.
I'm pretty sure you can't.
No, it's simple
Well-
weapons, right?
Never mind.
For cleric.
If you've been a war cleric,
I am
Ah.
really liking the mace that I have now. That one has a
Okay.
little bit of weird tweaks to it.
it's got spikes all over it.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's just
all right, well, I guess I'll put that in the bag of holding for Erevan to use later. Fine. And we also found these other things. Caden, can you sense any magical thing about any of these items? I pull out the 6 items and just...
After you've discussed what you found in the notes, Caden concurs that you've probably sussed out the truth of it. That if anyone who hasn't already attacked you or isn't dead inside the castle somewhere, probably made their escape to the portal.
Yeah.
And he's still not entirely sure that you found everything there was to find in those notes. But since you asked him to check out these items, he looks at the Morning Star and says, "Yeah, that looks like magical." And what else are you going to show him?
Specifically the crown and the slippers.
So he looks at the crown, and he goes, "Nah, nothing magical about this." The slippers, yeah, these seem kind of special.
All right.
That makes sense.
Well, we've got some other things, but I don't know if we have time for you to look at them all right now.
Well, if we're right and our enemies have run away, now seems like a better time than later.
I'm glad you said that. I put the rest of the stuff on the table.
If you don't mind, while Caden is inspecting these items, I'm going to excuse myself. And what Aravan is going to do is head towards the central tower, where he knows that the Red Wizard and the head of this castle were both located, and then he's going to spend his own 10 minutes. He's going to spend his own 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic as a ritual. Just kind of go through this tower on his own to see if anything's glowing or catching his attention that way.
Oh, you got
Okay.
rituals?
Yeah.
Did Sorcerer give you ritual magic?
Nope.
Paladin.
Oh, Paladins have as ritual caster?
Detect magic, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome.
Okay. So, as you spend 10 minutes kind of, walking around and doing your thing to try to detect magic, nothing in the rooms that you walk around seems to have any particular magic coming from it.
Alright. And
What about that third floor that you haven't investigated yet?
the one that you told me has gargoyles, that you keep talking about gargoyles? I think I'm going to abstain from that one.
You
But
can handle it. If I could survive gargoyles, you could survive
I'll-
gargoyles.
give a once over
You
the
didn't
hall.
really survive. You got thrown off the castle.
Now, not really knowing that Xavier kind of did his own once over of it. He was kind of looking for what looked to be expensive. Now I'm kind of thinking I'll look to see if there's anything magical here.
Okay.
And like two different trains of thought happened in the same room, but
So,
I'm gonna save that.
how long does Detect Magic last? Up to an hour?
10 minutes.
Okay. So as you make your way through the hall, you don't detect any additional presence of magic.
All right.
Oh, I've got that box.
Then I'll just kind of start making my way over some of the corpses of the slain lizard folk and just start saying a prayer over the bodies.
Okay. So, what's the radius on Detect Magic?
30 feet, I think.
Okay. So, as you get over here towards where the Bullywug room was and start praying over these two guys, occasionally as you're like moving around, you get the sense that something in that room is magical.
All right.
Oh, it might be something in the copper chest that we didn't pick up. That's cool.
Going back for that.
Dun, dun.
You know, knowing Xavier gave it the once over for traps and all that, even though he looked to just be kind of fudging it. Yeah, I'll make
So once you get in there, One of the chests clearly has something in it.
Like the chest itself, or like beneath the copper?
Well, you can't tell right now. You can just tell it's in that
Okay.
chest.
Okay, so I'll just start. I'll open that chest back up and just kind of start going through the copper.
Okay, as you start kind of sifting through and looking, there is a small mahogany box inside the chest. That seems to be where the magic is emanating from.
That's strange. I found a redwood box as well. Huh.
Any sort of like, am I able to just open this box up to see what's inside?
Seem to be, yeah.
Okay.
All right, I was like,
It's an
crack
orb of
it open.
devastation! Kaboom!
Oh!
So you crack it open.
Yep.
And a fireball erupts in your hands. Now,
Awesome.
Oh,
Uh,
I was hoping.
as you look, there seem to be 3 vials inside the box.
Huh.
The light's not great in here, so it's a little hard to tell what they are.
Is it still nighttime?
No, it's daylight. It's just the light's not great in that room.
Oh, yeah.
The bullywugs preferred the dark.
All right, I'll close this box back up and kind of just pocket it for now. Maybe Caden can take a look at it later, or I'll spend some time with it later. But interesting.
Yes, you have a box with 3 vials.
And then peeking out if they're still not done with their ritual or their own castings. Or
It's going to take Caden roughly an hour to go through all that stuff.
all right, then I probably have to cast detect magic again, but then I want to go through this room, this tower down here, avoiding the 3rd floor.
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically you're just going to keep walking around and casting detect magic to try to find
Yeah,
stuff.
basically doing the
Sonar.
what is it with the metal detectors?
yeah.
Magic detectors.
Over everything we've been through thus far.
Well, while Caden's investigating his thing, I'd like to open up my box. I'm gonna find a chair.
Fireball explodes.
I'm gonna find a
Everyone
chair, and I'm gonna carefully do a once over on this box, and because this was in the Red Mage's, or what I assume is the Red Mage's room. This box.
Okay.
So I'd like to take a look at it.
All right. So you say you're giving it a once over. Does that mean you're searching for traps, or you're just checking it out?
Just checking it out, looking at the seams.
It's a very well made box.
Let me box.
The redwood has a very nice grain. It's been stained. It really brings the color out. It's not painted red, but it's got a very deep red color to it.
Okay. I will gently open up the box.
Seems to be locked.
Figures. All right. Well, I set it on my lap, and I kind
Mash it
of
up.
turn it to the side and put my arm over it and start trying to pick the lock.
Okay, make me a lockpick check.
12? almost failed there.
That actually, it takes you a little while, but it finally goes click.
Oh my god. Wow. Just enough. All right. And I very gently open, looking for like springs or wires or something to snap as I'm opening,
Okay.
just in case.
As you're opening it up, you don't see any strings or wires or anything like that.
Okay.
And as you push the lid back enough to see inside, you're going to have to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, is it a trap?
It is a trap.
Oh, so I get advantage on that. Oh god. Dex save.
Okay, read me specifically your
Damn, that's an
your
extra point.
feat.
Yep. All right. All right. You have advantage on saving throws made to avoid or resist traps.
Okay. So it doesn't say anything about mechanical traps versus.
Nope, just period. And then I have resisted to damage dealt, so even if I get hit with it, and
Okay.
I can search for them at normal pace, and I have advantage on two. Oh, that's secret doors, but yeah. So any kind of trap.
Okay. Well,
Natural 20.
lucky you.
I just narrowly put it away from my face.
As you open up the box, a blast of greenish liquid comes firing out,
Oh God!
and you're able to turn your head to the side quickly so it doesn't get your eyes, but you're splashed for a lot of acid splashes on you,
Oh, okay.
and
What did you get into over there?
Hold on.
the acid
No, this is great.
would deal 16 points of damage. So instead, you take 8.
8. All right. No, I don't have that other thing yet, do I?
And at the end of your next turn,
No, I don't. Okay. So I take 8 damage.
you do. And at the end of your next turn, you take another 8 damage.
All right. So it was 16 was the full damage.
Yep.
All right. So was it a save for half?
The initial was a save for half.
Okay. So is that quartered because of the feat, or is that just canceled?
It's quartered.
Okay, quartered.
Okay, so 4 damage
4
for the
damage
first
on
one.
the first. And you just hear Xavier. Ah! Acid! It's acid! Ah! It burns! It burns!
And
I kind of went
because
Arnie there for a second.
you got shot with Melf's acid arrow,
Ah, shitballs.
you take 4 the first round, but you take 8 the next round
All right, 12
because there's no dex save
Right.
on the second one.
Yep. I just start rolling around on the ground, clutching my face.
Oh dear.
And
It was trapped. It was trapped. No one cares. Fine. Put myself out.
I'm looking
And
through my
as you
pack
fling the
right
box
now,
away
trying
from
to
you.
remember what I have.
Yes.
A book comes flying out
Oh.
and lands on the floor.
Does it feel like poison or is it just acid?
It burns. It's acid. It's melting.
Well, here, let me bandage you
Do
up.
I have some wine or something that I can like pour on myself or something to put this acid off, like to neutralize it?
You managed to get most of it off you in the next, 15 seconds.
Okay.
You have to pee on him.
And the burn stays with you, but it's no longer doing additional damage to you.
So I'm scarred.
It just hurts.
I go over and I snatch the book. Better be worth it. Hey! It will right as rain. Thank you, Octavia.
Right, it's just- Maybe you should stay away from books so you don't like
It wasn't the book. I would like to look at the book.
Okay, as you look over the book, it appears to be a spell book.
Ah.
I
This
like-
time I go back to Caden and I say, and I plant it firmly in his chest, and I say, that should help. Sorry about the last book. And I go, and I go off and I'm done with this. I'm gonna go find Aravan. I need a minute. That's the
All
second
right.
time that a trap has gotten me. I don't like this.
Said you feel right as rain.
I do.
Very emotional.
My heart still hurts. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave them to their business. I'm gonna go walk out and get some fresh air.
Okay.
And I'll be right back.
All right, so Aravan, as you go wandering around the towers, avoiding the places you know are dangerous, looking for magical things, it would appear that most of the magical things you've either already found or were transported away from here.
All right.
As you're moving around, you don't spot any new interesting items.
All right. I feel a lot better now that I made that sweep. And so once I finish that sweep, I'll go back to kind of doing my best to say a prayer over the bodies, hoping to put their souls to rest. Thanking them for the assistance that they granted us in this fight, and let them know that it worked for them and their sacrifice. There's absolutely no way we would have survived this confrontation.
The lizard guys
Dragon.
didn't take their dead with them?
Nope. They
Well, that was.
I'll say that by the morning, the ones that weren't, heavily picked over by the vultures had been taken away.
Well, I'd say we burned the rest of them.
Maybe we might burn down the entire thing trying to burn the rest of them.
Not if we pile them in the center. Oh wait, I'm not there.
So be it.
Yeah, then their event's basically just going to be waiting for them to finish whatever it is Caden's doing in there, so they can search this last tower and then go investigate this portal.
Are you down below us, or?
I'm in the courtyard.
You just see me walking out. My armor is kind of melting away a little bit. And I'm kind of like putting some water through my hair. Just like washing my face a little bit as I'm walking out.
Xavier, oh God! Oh.
What is that smell?
Ooh,
Is that your
that
face?
smell.
Smells like burnt rubber.
What is rubber? No, yeah, that red wizard, I found his spellbook, and it found me.
I searched over the rooms for anything else that would be of particular arcane value. And came up mostly empty. Seems that anything else they might have had, they took with them. They fled.
Oh, did Caden identify that dagger for me yet? I gave that to him first.
Yes. We'll say that here shortly he's going to finish identifying all the
Okay,
items.
you just give it all in one go. Okay. All right.
He's casting mass identify.
Well, Aravan,
He's having to spend 10 minutes staring at these things, casting a little ritual to make sure he knows what it is. And he takes the next one, does the same thing. He's got an assembly line going.
Do you want to just go up real quick and you and I just handle the business and come back?
Let's go investigate it.
All right. I got your back this time.
Yeah. So we're heading to the portal.
Aravan and I are going to go check out that last tower real quick. And I'll just kind of passively yell back because nobody listened last time. Aravan and I are going to go check the tower. We'll be back.
Anyone who's free, feel free to join us.
I'll go with.
Yeah. We'll go
I'm really
check
good
it
at detecting
All right, we'll
spiders.
leave Caden to his books and his identifies.
Yeah.
Right.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Okay.
All right, so Numa and Octavia meet us at the northeast tower.
So, as you guys get up there, you see that the door to this tower has actually been torn off its hinges
Uh-oh.
and lies on the ground.
Oh, that's definitely something good.
And there's a bit of a pit inside the tower, it looks like. The smell coming off of it is horrid.
Sounds nice. Man.
Okay, I don't think I want to go anywhere.
The
I think I'll go read some books with Gabe.
it looks for all the world like whoever's been living here has been throwing their trash and other refuse into a pit.
The trash pit.
It says there must have been a wooden floor in this tower when it was built to cover the dungeon pit beneath it. Now the floor is gone, and the dungeon has been turned into a garbage pit and latrine, filled with foul-smelling waste and swamp water, just a few feet below the level of the doorway. The floor above is badly rotted, and large portions have collapsed. Through the gaping holes in the second floor, you can see the third floor is still in good condition. But to reach the stone stairs that circle upward around the outer wall, you must cross 10 feet of indescribable muck.
I don't think they went this way.
Caravan's gonna just start unbuckling his armor.
Oh my gosh, he's going in.
Is there a solid rafter that I can see? Like,
Now, the floor immediately above looks pretty rotted.
Pretty rotted.
It looks like whatever's been stewing in here has probably put enough corrosive gases up that it's eating the material up above it.
I think we should just leave this one unattended.
Caravan, I doubt that dragon would come up this way.
Perhaps not. But I would much rather be safe than sorry.
Are you obsessive compulsive?
Well, if we're going to keep this castle.
Ooh. Do the towers not communicate with each other on the third floor or anything? I mean, they're all independent of each
They're all
other?
separate.
Yeah. As far as I can tell. I mean, there's walls running across from when I was up on the roof.
This tower looks to be isolated from the others.
Yeah. All right.
Also,
Good reason.
also, looking at the picture of Castle Narrator, did we ever find the observatory?
Yes, that's where the
Yeah,
gargoyles
it's on
are.
top of the middle tower.
Okay.
That's where the
The
gargoyles
fancy
were.
machine.
All right.
Xavier found it, but never really told him much about
That's why I don't know, because Xavier said gargoyles on the third floor, and I'm like, not going there. All right.
I'm not taking off my armor. I'm already covered in acid, so I'm just going to go through. I now ignore difficult terrain, so I'd like to move through it as fast as possible.
Okay, so what's the plan? You're wading through the muck,
Yeah.
it.
and
Caravan's also wading through the mud.
Yeah. I intend to use my roguish abilities to move as quickly as possible.
He's obviously going to be going like twice as fast as the minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's going in first?
I will. I'll go first. Checking for any kind of trap, what's left of these stairs, once I get to them.
Now, again, you can't just walk up to the stairs. There's like 10 feet of crap you've got to
No, I know.
wade through or jump across.
Yeah, I would like to jump as far as I can.
Stairs look to still be intact.
The stairs do look to be in pretty good condition. They're stone. Don't seem to have corroded. They look kind of dirty, but
I don't think I can jump 10 feet, but I'd like to try. If I can make it, I would like to try to jump and not get in the muck.
You're gonna miss until you fall head first.
Well, yeah, probably.
Octavia, thank you for the support.
It's all right.
If you
Yeah.
fall, I'll be sure to walk across you, so I don't have to walk in it. I would appreciate it greatly.
Fair enough. All right, I go for a jump. What do I need? Running jump. Running jump.
you're going to make me a athletics check then.
Alrighty.
Your standard jump is, I think, twice your strength score.
Okay.
No, not twice. No, that wouldn't make sense.
No. I think a long jump is you move a number of feet equal to your strength score for a running jump, I believe.
There. I got the player's handbook up. Let me look it up real quick.
Oh, and I dropped a 19 too. Son of a bitch.
Okay. Being prone. Flying creature size.
Page 182 or 190?
182 or 190.
182 for long jump.
Long
When
jump.
you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement.
Okay.
And this rule assumes that the height of the jump doesn't matter.
Okay.
So
it's going to be.
I will say it's going to be a challenge to jump because it's like a normal door going into this tower that's been ripped off. So you're going to have to like run right up to the very edge to jump and not hit your head on the door frame.
It's going to be close for me anyway because I've only got 10. I would have 10 feet because I have 10 strength. So I would like to try this long jump and land on that stair.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that your DC is going to be 15 for your athletics check.
Alrighty. Athletics, don't fail me now. Ha! 15. Yes.
That was epic.
Yes. You just see Xavier back up a little bit, and he just sprints and then does like a forward, both legs forward, like a long jumper, arms forward, and just kind of slams right into the stairs, feet first.
Yep. So, as Xavier is running, and he makes a jump, a tentacle comes lashing out at him.
Shit! Is there a roper in here?
And it's gonna hit.
God damn it.
Oh. A poopy roper.
It's a poopy roper.
Yeah. You're gonna take 13 points of damage.
Alright, I'm gonna use my thing to half it. I have that.
Which thing?
Reading it right now. Uncanny dodge. You can use your reaction to have attack damage.
Free action towards Numa and be like, you still think it's empty?
I don't think it's worth dying for a toilet tower.
This is where all the good stuff is, though.
Okay, so Uncanny Dodge halves the damage from that, right?
Yes. So I take 6.
I need you to make me a Constitution save.
God, your balls. All right, con save.
I suppose we could investigate what the Black Dragon got.
I was debating using a second level spell slot
10?
to protect your voice or not. You live and you learn.
So, you are grabbed by a tentacle that has come shooting out of this garbage pile.
I'm not happy about that.
And, you've been grabbed. You don't have a chance to catch your breath, and you're drugged into the slime and muck. So, what is your Constitution modifier?
2.
All right. At the end of 2 rounds, unless you can break free, you will be unconscious and suffocating.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
As those of you not named Xavier.
Are we rolling initiative or what?
Yep, time to roll initiative.
Do I get initiative?
You do get initiative.
Okay. Okay, now the ranger thing gives me advantage. Does it give me advantage on initiative? Yeah, advantage on initiative. Okay. 20.
Which ranger thing gives you advantage on initiative?
Natural Explorer. For the Unearthed Arcana does. If not, then I can just take that away. If you don't want me to have that, that's fine.
I'm just trying to figure out. So you're a master of navigating the natural world, and you react with swift and decisive action when attacked. Ignore difficult terrain. On your first turn during combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not yet acted. Okay, now I'll say that this is not the first time you've been in a situation where an unknown tentacle came flying up at you.
No, and it's certainly very makes me remember that time with the dragon and my brother. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fucking A.
Okay. So, at the start of our round, Xavier.
All right.
You're up.
I have to use a. Oh, can I use athletics? No, it has to be athletics to break, right? I can't use acrobatics to get out of it.
You are grappled.
Yeah, so I think that's.
So the grappled condition I believe it's a strength check.
I believe so. Strength?
Yep.
Alright. I don't think I have anything that just lets me. Shit. Alright, Alright, well, I gotta try. I've gotta try, so I'm gonna try to break free.
Okay.
I want to break free.
Yep. Alright, here we go. Don't fail me, purple die. Shit!
That is,
Purple is not your color.
that's not going to do it.
Oh, okay. So that's my action. I have 0
You're
move.
grappled and restrained. So.
Grappled and restrained. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good to know. And I can't use my bonus action for anything. All right. That's my turn. I get one more round.
No, yeah, at the end of the
next
second round.
Yeah.
Numa, you have seen a tentacle come flying up out of the muck.
Oh my goodness. I know. I don't like this at all. Just the one tentacle. Can we see any other? Do we see anything besides one tentacle?
Not at the moment. No, you saw a tentacle come flying up, and then it's pulled Xavier into the water. Basically, imagine that you're Luke Skywalker in the trash compactor.
Yes.
That's exactly
Yes.
what I was thinking of.
Shoot it. Where? Anywhere.
Goodness gracious. I'm just not.
Numa just walks away. I'm not having any of this.
I'm
Those
just.
books were really more interesting than this. I'm gonna go.
I just feel bad for Xavier, since he was totally like, let's just not go here. And Aravan was like, no, I'm going to go walking through here. And he's like, fine, I'll go.
I mean, I didn't force his hand. I said, I'm going. I didn't say you have to go with me.
Yeah, but it's my job to protect you from traps, even though you find them anyway.
I'm proficient.
Okay.
Hey, look, I protected you from the trap.
Shh.
That was
I
Aravan's very passive-aggressive way of being like, I really think we should check this out. If no one else wants to go, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
I'm going to go.
Y'all just sit there and read your books.
Right?
It's okay.
Bunch of nerds with your books. Have
Well,
fun.
Anyway, save me!
So, do I?
I'm going to dig around and poop. You guys have fun with your books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I find that treasure in the poop pit, so who's laughing then.
I'm going to say, make me a perception check.
Oh, good. Okay, because yeah, I'd like to see if there's anything other than a tentacle to hit here, because I'm not sure what else I'm doing here. Perception.
So
Yes, as always.
I need to.
You see the ripples where Xavier seems to be struggling. That's all you see.
Okay.
and I'm under the muck.
Yeah, you're under the muck, but your arm is still like flailing above the surface.
Nice.
So there's like a mess of liquid here, huh? I mean, he's gone under a liquid.
Yeah, it's
not just
basically
a rubbish pile.
It looks like the scene from Star Wars.
Okay.
There's liquid. There's a bunch of junk in it. You don't know how
I'm
firm
gonna
the
go
footing
jump
would
into
be.
the fucking crocodile water if I make it out of here.
Yeah, maybe like Chewbacca and just trying to crawl out while I'm growling.
I'm out. I will say this. Help.
Well, I'm trying to.
I'm trying not to metagame here. You have an ability that can help me, and I'm not going to say it.
I have an ability that can help you
Yes.
while you're underwater.
Yes.
He's not going to tell you what it is, but he's going to tell you you've got one.
Yes.
So now
You
just
have
go look for it.
Because I got chastised the last time I had a character dying about not telling the other players, that they have an ability that can save me.
I will grant you that. That's fine. I just think you should go ahead and tell them.
Okay,
One player to another.
You could use. Well, I wasn't sure if you wanted me metagaming or not. You could use Fist of Unbroken Air to, and if he successfully fails his save, he gets pushed away from me, and then I am broken free of his.
But I don't know what I'm seeing. All I see is a tentacle. I don't see his body.
Well, you can attack the tentacle.
And you know what's worse?
Actually, all he sees is your arm.
I'm just wondering. I
Rolled a
was
5
thinking
in
of-
his perception check.
Yeah, so the only thing I can think of is I was going to try to knock. Well, I was going to use one of my tools. I just don't know if the tower is in that bad a shape. I wonder if I can knock out the wall so it drains or something. So I don't know. At least you won't smother.
Oh,
But,
if you knock out the wall in this dilapidated tower, it might just collapse on me.
Well, yeah, I'm not thinking that far.
Okay, since this is clearly going to take a while, let's take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
You guys can strategize, and then we'll come back, and you got to take your turn in like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
So-
I know what you're asking, but I'm afraid that my Fist of Unbroken Air won't
Okay,
travel
5-minute
past
break.
the surface of the gunk. And
So
if I was,
I'm just
sure
reading it.
that it would travel through, I would. Yeah,
It just
definitely
says
do it.
It just says you spend 2 key points and you choose a creature within 30 feet of you. You don't even have to see it.
Well, okay, that's true. Yep.
And then if it has to fail its save.
Yeah, it could be knocked backwards if it doesn't have a strength save.
Right, which
Or something.
breaks me free, but that doesn't really save me at the moment, but it breaks me free at the least. And it's probably going to attack me again, but...
All right, well, we'll try it. I mean, I had the same thought, but I was like, that's why I was wondering if I can only see one little tentacle. But I guess you're right. I'm overanalyzing it a little bit. And it just says, yeah, you're right.
It doesn't say you
within
have to
30
see
feet.
it. It just says
No, it doesn't. Are you a lawyer?
Nope. Ryan is.
Whereas Section 5 of the Fist of Unbroken Air states.
No, I just...
5.3.
When it comes to my characters, I like to know what can and cannot save me. So,
Yeah.
and I've been spending
Objection.
I've been spending a lot of time.
Objection.
I spend a lot of time reading what Mike Merles and Chris Perkins say about how the rules are written, and Jeremy Crawford. They're the guys who designed 5e. And they say the words mean what the words say. Like, the way you read it, that's what the words mean. Like, you can do something doesn't mean you have to do something, or that kind of thing. So,
Right.
Which is very words lawyery when you think about it.
Yep.
Because interpretations.
Your Honor, we rest our case.
Yep.
So, I got this nice orc fighter lined up.
The same orc fighter?
It depends on who dies first.
What if they both die? Who's the second? I'm just going to do the same orc fighter?
No. It's the warlock. He's behind the fighter. The warlock. That one's actually got the most fleshed out backstory of all my characters.
That one is Dawnhawk?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I still got to work on it. I got to do what did I put? The trial of knowledge or trial of courage. Trial of courage is the next thing I got to put in this backstory, which I have no idea what to do.
Right, Amanda?
What?
Oh yeah,
I don't hear a lot of strategery coming your way.
I'm really strategic.
You know what? Why didn't you warding flare that asshole?
Because I didn't know he was in there, and I'm waiting for my turn.
You could use it. It's
Is it a reaction? I thought it was an action.
It's immediate. You can interrupt
Immediate?
somebody else's turn when you use it.
Well, clearly I did not read that.
No, this is what Ben talked about.
I thought I read up on it enough. It says you can use it.
After this, I think we're going to look on Amazon to see if they have the 5th edition Player's Handbook on audiobook.
Clerics for Dummies. I wasn't insinuating anything.
No, it's a reaction.
It's when she is attacked by a creature.
No. She just got improved flair.
Yeah, but that just says that I can use it on a creature that's not attacking me, but it's still a reaction. It's not just any time. So, like, I guess reaction is whatever it attacks me, but, like, damn it, okay, I didn't think about that. I was like, okay, on my turn, I'm going to use this new thing I have.
What that does is that allows you to use your reaction before your turn.
Well, yeah, I didn't.
So, in this case, you hadn't used your reaction yet, so you could use your reaction.
I would think, like, on a surprise round or something, it would still... What is the term in Magic? It would still resolve as once. Because, effectively, Octavia's like, oh, shit, things are happening. And not until, like, her turn, and then she has a reaction to do it, I would think. I don't know if Ben would rule the same way, but...
Yeah,
I don't.
I think this is the first ability I think I've seen that actually affects. No, because it's like Portent, but it doesn't use your reaction. I think this is the first one that does that I've seen. You can use your reaction to. Let me check the Bard because I think cutting words works the same way. Does it work the same way? Yeah. So you can use that, Amanda. You can use that ability on other people's turns.
Okay.
As long as you have a reaction, like if you haven't used it that turn, then you can use it
after a surprise round.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That one you would have to.
That one's per diem, I guess.
Yeah, that one would be per diem because it's when someone attacks you. So even if it's in a surprise round, you should still be able to... I don't know. Like, because I halved my damage even though he got it off before me. Because I can use my reaction to do that. Right? In reaction to?
I don't know. Like I said, that one's the
Look at me freaking lawyers this shit. Alright, you know what? I'm going to get a beer because I'm going to die. And have you guys had a Foster's beer?
No.
That's Australian for beer.
It is Australian for beer, but look how big the fucking can is here. I'm going to put my camera on.
So say your camera's not on.
Look at this.
Oh, I've seen those, yeah.
How many ounces is it?
24. It's a pint. Hey, what'd you know? It's a big ass can. Look, it's like bigger than my hand.
Yeah. That just reminded me when I got in the mail yesterday.
Oh,
I got my own one of these.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
I'm glad I didn't get the blue one because like 3/4 of my dice are of that shade of color, so they wouldn't show up on the camera.
Blue one was the only one I could find
on Amazon.
I was like, yeah, Amazon. And I was like, you know what? Perfect.
Yeah.
All my dice contrast with this nice thing.
So now you have a real catapult that you can fling when you hit your dice tray.
Like, that was 95% of the reason why I bought it, because it's like, okay, I need to come up with a new setup where I'm not launching my dice anywhere.
So
because I did it one more time this last Sunday, but from a couple of Sundays ago, I still have no idea where that D20 was.
I had almost made a tabletop organizer for my dice and made a rolling box for it. Like, it was going to be under my monitors, and it would have a drawer for each type of die, and then a drawer for notepads, and then like a 1 foot, like a 12-inch by 18-inch rolling tray in front of all the dice.
What I've got currently for my dice, I don't know, of course. Get this. I got them kind of lined up.
Oh, nice.
D10s, the double-digit D10s, D8s, D4s, D6s, D12s, and D20s. So it's all
Very nice.
no.
You almost got some player notes there, Amanda. Almost got it.
Oh, almost.
Almost.
It's just too fast.
All right, you ask Ben. I'll be right back.
Okay, have you guys decided?
Question. So we were discussing war tactics, and on warding flare as a reaction, would I have to use that when it comes around to my turn, or can I use that as soon as I see an enemy?
You can see it as soon as you see an enemy.
That's useful to know. I thought I would.
I'm not, however, going to let you retroactively decide you should have warding flank that
you're
attack.
fine, because I was waiting till my turn, and he's like, wait, why didn't you use it? I was like, I have to wait till my turn. He's like, no, you don't. I'm like, are you sure? I think I have to
But
wait.
reactions can be taken at any point.
Well, lessons have been learned. I think there was another question, but I don't remember what it was.
So yeah, we have decided based on the the literal liturgical legal language that the Fists of Unbroken Air will be effective in this case.
I'm glad you guys decided that. Would you like my ruling?
Sure.
Yeah, you can override anything in the book.
That's in the book that he can do that.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't that like the first paragraph of the DMG? You have control over everything.
Like, these rules are more like just guidelines.
We're like guidelines. Oh,
Okay, Fist of Unbroken Air.
Mm.
You create a blast of compressed air that strikes like a mighty fist. In 2 key points, choose a creature within 30 feet of you. Creature must make a strength saving throw. Okay. Yep. I'll allow that.
All right. So do I just roll the save?
You're gonna have to target the dude.
I did, I thought.
Okay,
Yep.
then yes.
Come on, Newman, save the day.
I don't know.
Oh.
He made his save. Both times, actually.
That's all right.
Yeah, I don't know why I did it twice. Did I do that?
Yeah, I think he double clicked it.
Okay.
But you do still.
Did I roll a
3d10.
22?
He rolled a 22 on
He
his
rolled
save.
a 22 on his strength save.
Oh, okay.
He's a strong bugger.
He is a very strong bugger.
Let's see.
So
So-
you're like Han in this situation where you blast in there and it just all over the place.
So go ahead
Yeah.
and make your do your damage.
Oh, it still
sorry.
does damage on a success?
Yeah,
Yeah,
damage.
that's
That's
half
cool.
half of 3d10.
All
right.
Badass.
So you hit the dude for 9 damage.
Did he scream in pain or show a face or?
No, but you've gotten his attention.
Okay. Okay. Think about this. Yeah. All right. I'm good.
If only
Maybe,
I was
yeah.
like Erevan.
My turn. Oh, okay. So, I'm going to use this new nifty thing that I discovered here recently called Improved Flare. Bam. I can target it 'cause there's not really a thing for me to. Like, there's a little, hangman's noose on all of them, but there's not on that one.
Okay, hang on. So
So I
you're
don't.
using warding flare.
Did you
Yes.
say there's not a hangman's noose?
Yeah, a little magnifying glass. I always see it as a hangman's noose. It's a magnifying glass.
Upside down to be a hangman's noose.
Wow.
I know, but that's just how I see it every
There's
time.
a
That's our cleric guys. That's our
Yeah, there's a bit of psychological insight there that I just don't know if I want to go there.
Oh my God, you should hear her on Sundays. Woo.
Okay, so unfortunately, you really can't use that right now.
Until it does another attack.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, lessons have been learned, guys. I'm learning slowly but surely. So I'm going to try and crossbow this tentacle that I see then. Yes? No? Yes?
Okay, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception check.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yep. You can see where it is.
Okay.
You perceive the ripples in the water and know that one of them is Xavier struggling and the other is this creature.
Yes.
That'll hit.
Wow.
Yes.
And I'm not even going to impose disadvantage because you're shooting underwater.
That was my turn.
That was your turn.
Actually, I will move to here if I can.
That's the muck, isn't it?
That will be entering into the muck.
Yeah. Just barely.
Okay, you have entered the muck.
Yeah.
I can't smell worse than I already do.
Oh yeah, you can. And
Yeah.
you just found it. By stepping into this, you smell like you felt after your night with Rag or with.
Don't bring that up again. We don't need to talk about him.
She has
Bob.
a bit of.
Excuse me,
Again.
Bog.
I thought I
Still have
noticed
nightmares.
I noticed a look of nostalgia in your
Caravan. So how far did you make it stripping your armor off?
Oh no!
I would say not very far. Like, if allowed, I would like to have it completely off. But due to timing, like, if he would have just jumped over.
That's the thing. I'm going to ask for you guys to answer honestly. Xavier, would you have waited for him to get his armor off so that you could both go?
No.
No.
Okay, so you just went.
Yep.
While he was like sitting down, getting ready to take his stuff off.
Yep. He was like undoing his laces, and I was like, all right, let's go.
Okay.
So in that case, I still got it on when this happened.
But I will say you start having, seated,
Stinky.
All right. Like prone.
effectively prone. You have to stand.
All right. I am still Okay. So I would like to
Rage.
start by standing myself up and then just charging forward. If I were to go back 5 feet, could I still jump the 10 feet to close the distance to him?
The jump counts as distance traveled. So if you want to double move to do it, sure.
I will make my way forward and start wading through the muck. So half my movement, 15 feet, and then I can get to a fix right about there.
Yep.
That step there is difficult.
You're
for
now
me.
waist deep in some very, very foul grossness.
I make a perception check to see if I can see the source of this tentacle.
Sure.
All right.
Nope, you and Numa saw the same thing.
It's going to start.
You're so
Cursing
preoccupied with Xavier's
for
arm waving
Xavier.
above the surface of the water.
Knew that he wouldn't be able to make that jump if he just waited a moment.
You stole
Just
fizzy lifting drinks.
He totally made the jump. The tentacle just snatched him
Yeah,
off the
no,
bottom of the step.
I'm taking this as he totally boffed that jump and just collapsed
Oh,
back in
he
the
thinks
mud.
he thinks this is like an
I was a
act.
little preoccupied taking my armor off at the time.
Oh, I see.
Jumping.
This is the chests all over again.
And so in that case, I'd like to take my second or my action to continue my movement further, closing the distance with
Okay.
Xavier.
Yeah, you can wade right over there.
All right, and that's going to be.
Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
I just read the multi-attack for this guy.
Oh, that's a blessing. Yes, bring it. What's up?
The Ulchug I'm going to go with an Otyug, is how you pronounce it.
Otyug.
Makes 3 attacks.
Ah!
1 with its bite, and 2 with its tentacles.
Isn't one occupied?
Tentacles.
I know, but I said one occupied. How many tentacles
Yes,
does it
you
got?
are clearly occupying one of his tentacles. The other is targeting Erevan, who has so kindly waded into his realm.
Oh. You'll last just as long as I will under here. Actually, I'll die first.
Here comes the attack. That's gonna miss. So, Erevan, you now see another tentacle come rising up out of the water and slapping at you.
Xavier, what have you awoken? Supposed to be the stealthy one.
Yeah, that's what you hear.
Oh god, I just gargled shit.
And
Just kill me now. Kill me now, Ben.
all of you get like this crude image in your head of just a giant mouth gnawing on Xavier as the thing goes to make a bite attack against Xavier.
With advantage, I'm
I
ready.
can use my reaction now.
You
Is
could.
it appropriate for me to start yelling for Caden?
It probably is. He may not hear you.
Turtle formation.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so one of your improved flares goes away, and he takes this attack with disadvantage.
So, regular attack. Right?
Actually,
Because he has advantage because I'm restrained.
yeah, you're grappled, so he has advantage on his attack. So yeah, it should have been a regular attack, but it actually rolled and did drop one. So I'm going to re-roll that just straight. Okay, he still missed. But he is going to slam you against the stairs.
Oh, jeez.
So
Do I break?
you're gonna have
Do I break water and get some air?
Unfortunately, you do break water, but you don't get a chance to breathe anything in.
Damn.
Okay, well, for flavor, you break the water.
Okay.
Mechanically, he just slams you against something.
Okay. You see, Xavier.
And
Looks like Jim
successfully
Carrey.
make
in
the
Ace
save,
Ventura.
so you're not stunned,
Oh, that's good.
but you do take 6 points of damage.
Why is that half?
You're fine, but
But you made your save.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess.
You rolled a 17 on a strength save. Lucky
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I wish I could have used that. I will use my
Just
reaction
straight show
to
up
have
over
it.
here.
To have it again?
Yeah, to have it again. So I'll put 3 back on my health.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Okay. And it's Caden's turn, but he's not there. Xavier,
All right.
you're in your second round of available air.
So, all right. So I probably can't see anything right now.
Yeah, your visibility is extremely limited.
All right. Do I go for an attack on it? It's a disadvantage. No, I'm gonna try to break free again.
Okay?
I'm panicking at this point.
As you should be.
I am. Nope. Nope.
Nope.
I start to drown.
Okay. Let's see what the mechanics are for
Drowning?
drowning. Oh, okay.
Is that underwater combat?
I thought it might be underwater combat, but it's not.
under suffocation.
Suffocation. No breathing.
Yeah, where do you see suffocation?
Oh, I just meant that.
No.
Don't
Damn
give
it.
a fuck if I'm just breathing.
Sorry.
I have resistance to fire damage. You know what? I looked this up recently because I think I was underwater with someone.
183 for suffocating.
Just like last week, maybe.
No, it was a couple weeks ago. Suffocating. There it is. You can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its constitution modifier, minimum of 30 seconds. Runs out of breath.
The
It can
creature
survive a
runs out
number
of
of
breath.
rounds equal to its constitution modifier. Oh, I think we did it backwards.
No, because it specifically has a thing in here about
Oh, okay.
you get a save because it surprises you. I mean, you had no idea it was there.
Oh, right. So you knocks
So
the
he
breath out of you, so it just
Drops to
skips that step.
0 hit points if he is dying.
Yep. So that
Yeah,
puts
so
me at
failure
0.
means the character's lungs are empty and the character falls unconscious at the end of his or her turn after a number of rounds equal to the character's constitution modifier.
Yep, that's this round.
And then it says see suffocating rules in player's handbook.
Yeah, and it just says a creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes, which it basically knocked the breath out of me.
Right.
With the grapple, and then it says when a creature runs out of breath, it can survive for a number of rounds equal to its constitution modifier, which is 2 for my case. And at the start of its next turn, so
Where are you finding all this?
183, bottom left paragraph, suffocating. And it says at the start of its next turn, so on the start of my third turn, I drop to 0 hit points and I start dying.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you are currently trapped and about to start suffocating.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Not unless I can disengage with a bonus action to get away from him.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah. Then no, that's it. I can't do anything else.
Numa.
Well, I still kind of like my idea of knocking a hole in the wall, but I don't know how to do it.
You
Is there
use your new ability.
Yeah, shatter, you mean?
Yeah. It's made for destroying stone. Oh no. Give him a bad idea.
Well, I mean, I got it for a ranged attack, and yeah.
Yeah, don't get your good slippers dirty.
Yeah, I'm not stepping in there. I'm sorry. I'm Chewbacca crawling among the scrap metal to get out of the water.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's
what would you like to do?
I'm gonging the summit.
Okay. So Shatter is a 10 by 10 area effect, I think.
Yeah.
So where are you going to set this?
Well, I don't know how to show you that. Wait a minute.
You can draw
Hold on.
a square on there.
Yeah, blow out that
Hang
one.
on. Well, can I see 10? Wow, what's that? Oh. So it's 20 feet across, right? Whoa.
A 10-foot radius sphere.
Oh. Yeah, 10-foot radius sphere. It's 20 foot. I'm trying to draw something.
Ooh,
Oh, thank you.
that's huge.
10-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
10
how'd
foot
you do
radius.
that?
Right click.
Right click,
Yep.
pointers, and then the circle.
Draw circle.
And click and drag as wide as you want it to be.
I'm hitting the little paintbrush.
Not
You
the
draw-
Not
pointer.
the paintbrush.
Pointers.
There's a pointer,
right
so it
click.
just looks like an arrow.
Hang on.
Next to the battle axe.
Oh, in the combat tracker?
No.
Oh, I
Nope.
see up here at the
On
top.
the map.
I got you.
Map.
I got you. The little palette.
Yep.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice?
It is handy.
Well, I've got all kinds of colors here. What's the deal?
No. Okay.
So on the map,
Right click on the map.
itself,
Right click on the map. Oh, the battle axe. Oh, the
To,
pointer.
to the
I'm
upper
sorry.
left, there's a pointing arrow.
Yeah, I got it. Pointer, draw circle.
Speaking of that, thank you for reminding me. I need to change my color because I'm going to die.
Because I'm gonna
So
die.
how do you move? Is that 10-foot radius?
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So can I get the wall and him?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Oh, Ben's ignoring us. He's
Ben's
on the
having to call
phone.
in the experts.
Oh,
I've had a request to come tuck the wife in.
Oh.
So,
Had a request to let the wife in. What'd you
anyway,
say?
doesn't matter.
Tuck his wife in.
Oh, tuck his wife. Well, okay.
So, where are you trying to put this?
Here,
Black circle.
that the black circle.
Okay, I want you to make me a perception check because you still don't know where this thing is.
Well, that's true, I guess.
That's very conveniently placed to try to hit that guy.
Oh no!
No clue.
I am sucking on the perception.
It's all right. It's a new
So,
spell. You don't.
I will let you target it at the wall, or I will let you target it basically right on top of Xavier.
Well,
Xavier's gonna die anyways, so it might as well be him.
That's all right.
yeah,
That
but
kind
I
of
don't
thing
know.
start killing
the whole
other
point-
players.
Yeah, the point of the Fist of the Unbroken Arrow was to try to get him not to save and like knock the creature away from Xavier, but
Bring
now
the
I
hammer.
want to just
Bring
drain
the
the
gong.
swamp. I guess this tower's above. Yeah, it's above the water line, right?
That's a good question.
Is this a pit?
Yeah,
Are we
Yes.
looking down in a pit?
yeah.
Yes.
Because there's a dungeon below that was rotted out. So this is below.
Oh, this
ground
is
level.
not going to work.
You can bring water in and kill us faster.
Yeah, right. I'm just going to center on the room since I don't know anything else. Can I just center on the room since the wall thing ain't going to work?
Okay, so the center of the room, I'll grant you, is right there.
All right.
That I will agree to.
Okay. You want me? Yeah.
Yep, so you are going to be able to target him.
All right. I'm trying again. I hope I put this in right, Ben, since you chastised me.
Chastising is not the right word. I was just
It's pretty close.
encouraging you to experiment with your own character sheet.
Well, this might be an experiment. At least it doesn't double click. Dang it.
So it managed to save.
Half damage.
Now, I'm curious why I had a +7 to its save.
Because you cheat.
No, the DC's wrong too. He pulled the wizard spell. It should be his wisdom. It should be 13.
And he made the
What?
save regardless, but we'll check on that in a minute.
Oh, if you pull the shatter spell, it's going to pull it from the wizard spell list.
I didn't. I don't think I did it that way.
No, you were
I
manually
found
doing it. I watched you.
I manually
I
put it in
found it
there.
on the monk one.
I don't know where y'all pulling these things in. I just manually plugged it in.
He's got con save, base, your half damage on save. The attack is your stat is wisdom, right?
Yep.
Okay. We'll experiment with it in a minute, but I believe that. Yeah, that's more like it.
What happened?
You roll damage.
Yeah. What do you mean? What was more like it? Was there anything
Your
above
DC
it?
was 13.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, your DC should be 13. Just trying to figure out. Maybe he has a bonus to his con save.
So did
Oh,
anything
yeah, saving
like?
throws, con +7. Yeah, that would do it.
Is there anything above him that might have been shattered and fallen on his?
The ceiling is more than 10 feet up.
Oh, unfortunate. Okay. That's all I got, boys.
But you did do damage.
Thanks, Numa. Appreciate it.
Oh,
Oh God, more shit.
Octavia, you're standing in muck.
Gargling feces.
I can't help
I would
it.
like to climb these stairs slightly to get out of the muck,
Okay.
and then I would like to target because I can still see where I shot before. Yes,
Yeah. I'll say once you've spotted him, you don't lose track of him.
I'm going to shoot again.
That's gonna miss.
Walking up the stairs really has the altitude change. The smells are just completely different up here. It's bad.
And worse. Different and
Much
worse.
worse. It's just much worse. So it's throwing me off. So yeah, that's yeah. Sorry, guys.
I just think it's really brave of you guys to not even attempt to try to grab Xavier and pull him out.
I don't want to get that far into the muck. Like I
Fair
took
man.
one step and then
Funny you should mention that, because now that I'm here with Xavier, who, spoilers guys, he didn't just fall into this muck off his own doing. There's something in here.
He's not a liar. Completely.
I didn't say that. But Aravan would like to just kind of dip both of his arms into this muck, reaching around, feeling for Xavier, and trying to just pull him up to the surface once again.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Strength check.
Oh.
That's just not enough. You pull, but you can't get him. This
Alright.
creature has a very strong hold on him.
Like to shout out, something's got a hold of it, Xavier.
All right.
Bonus action, I would like to cast Thunderous Smite upon my longsword. So that the next turn I can make a. Actually, would I be able to see enough of this creature that I could do a hunter's mark on it?
Sure.
I mean, there's a tentacle
All right.
out of the water, right?
Yeah, there was a tentacle that was flashing around trying to grab Aravan, so.
Alright. I would like to hunter's mark this guy. There.
Alright, he is Hunter's marked. Okay. And I will be right back. So, you guys, see if you can come up with a better plan.
Well, I guess I could just go in there and start wailing at the water with my fists.
Oh, don't get in the poo-poo.
Yeah, the poo-poo is scary to me.
So, does Octavia have Revivify prepared today?
Maybe. What's it to you?
About 300 gold worth in my
My
bag.
life. We'll see.
I brought you a nice morning star that you can't use.
Maybe next time you'll think more of me.
I was thinking of you.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you're
Clearly.
so strong. You can wield this with great might.
With your mind.
Well,
Yeah, if someone grabs you out of the poop, I'll help you. But if you're still in the poop,
Oh, that's yeah. I might not get out of the poop.
you'll just be a lost cause because I'm not going in the poop.
Well, I'm sure someone wants to go in the poop. I've got the bag of holding.
Mm,
I mean, that's obviously the only reason why we're trying to save
I know.
it.
I've got all your gold.
my dogs might come in for you.
No, you've got my bag of holding.
I've got your bag. Do I have anything else of value?
Here.
Let's see. I got a mirror. I've got a dragon cult scimitar. I got a fancy cloak.
Ooh, we'll save you.
Okay. So, once again, a tentacle comes, or the tentacle that's been waving around is going to attempt to grab Aravan.
it makes an attack. I can stop this. I do my thing again.
Okay.
Bam. Now it
Okay,
does
so
it.
another one goes away.
Mudrick, get out of my way. Damn cats.
And that 16 is going to miss. So,
Aha.
Tentacle misses Aravan.
That was a 16 at disadvantage, so very good use of that improved player.
And now he's going to go and bite his current foe, Xavier.
Still a disadvantage, right? Because this is for an entire turn or just that one attack?
I believe it's on the attack, not the entire turn.
Yep, just the attack. Yeah, with
Yeah.
advantage.
And we're giving you that player's handbook on audiobook.
So, let's see if this rolls properly now that I've got you both restrained and grappled. Yeah, there it went. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, that's bad.
I would like
Sorry,
to half that damage.
Xavier.
Okay, so you're going to have, so you're going to take the critical down to a normal.
Essentially.
Woo.
Okay, well, here comes the damage.
Ah, you're fine.
So you're going to get 10 points back.
Moderately okay.
Yeah. No.
And you now have to make a constitution save.
Now you might not be okay.
I have to save or die. Oh shit!
You made your save.
I didn't even mean to. I just clicked it and it worked.
No, I clicked it.
Oh.
He's basically, when he bit you, he had the potential to poison you.
Oh, just add insult to injury.
Yep.
He's not a bard.
I don't know. Someone's gonna write a song about this asshole.
I don't know. Songs with you and it never end up good.
Hey.
There we go. It's now canon that Octavia thinks Xavier's band is bad.
And he's also going to slam you.
Alrighty.
Jeez Louise.
So I already used my
actions
reaction to
did I
have.
have?
Yep.
An attack
So here
twice
comes the
and still
slam.
What is this thing?
This time you failed your save.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be really squished in poo.
So you're going to take 7 points of damage. And you are stunned.
Really adding insult to injury.
Yes, he is.
I like it.
So, have you been working on a new character?
Oh, you know me.
Should I tell?
Okay, A, did you really have to ask?
Yeah, right?
And B, this would be one of those instances where I'd like to point out that as a cleric, Octavia has access to Revivify.
Oh no, we've already discussed that while
we've
you were away.
discussed this.
She was
Yeah.
like,
I
what's it
told
worth to you? And I said, about 300 gold in my bag.
I told him if he's still in the poo, I won't get him because I'm not going in for him. So.
Okay,
You
So-
know what? I love a cleric that barters for, like, healing. And
Xavier,
yes.
I'm a good
now
person.
your hit points go to 0,
And I am dying.
Oh no!
and you are officially
So,
dying.
death save?
Yep, I need a death save.
And I just...
Hold on,
That's a
Xavier
fail.
or Eric now. Oh jeez, what are you failing
Numa.
for?
No.
Not the time for that.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this at all.
Just leave. Just leave.
Again, I'd like to point out, if anybody had, if you guys had followed anyone's advice except Aravan's, you wouldn't be in here.
So, don't listen to Aravan. But he's so
I mean, I feel like
charismatic.
the DM was trying to blame me for this, but I was elected party leader.
He's
I was elected to lead, not to read. They were doing
so
specifically
charismatic.
trying to lead them out of that.
Lead, not to read. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Besides, Caravan could have just misty stepped his way up this tower, no problem.
That's why he was undoing his armor.
So this is all on Xavier. This was not Aravan's doing. He said, if you guys want to come with, feel free.
I did.
Yeah.
Feeling no blame
So Numa,
whatsoever.
what are you gonna do?
Gosh, I don't have nothing. I'm done. I don't. So can we can I see the tentacle that's going after Aravan?
Oh yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've got a better idea of where this guy's body is. I'm sure if you went in there, you'd be able to spot
I
it.
do not want to get into this much.
I'm
I
just
love
pointing
Numa
out your
too much.
options.
The delicate body just can't handle it.
Yeah, if I get grabbed by this thing, I am dead.
Come on, dancing sword.
I am
Dancing
dancing sword. It works on frogs. Okay, it's frog killer, not
Be a poo killer.
Yug poo
Kill the
poo
potty monster.
palace killer. God.
He has a potty mouth.
Really poo-poo palace killer.
Yeah,
That's a place you just went.
I did poo
Taco
palace. We're in the
Bell?
poo
Go
poo
there
palace. Toilet tower. Yeah. Gosh, I don't have anything range wise.
Just let
Caden,
Leo know
I'm just
that I
yelling for
failed.
Caden right now. Yeah,
Don't you have like a spear or anything?
It's really too
No.
bad that Caden just can't hear you.
I know.
It's really immersed in those.
So how long does
items.
Xavier's got? How,
You don't know.
Possibly
I don't
no more time.
He's
It
not
does look
above
like
water.
his arm has quit waving.
I can see his arm.
Yeah, he's managed to keep
You
one arm
can
above
pull
the
it
surface,
out.
and you've just seen it kind of fall underneath. It just went under the surface.
Oh. So if I use my elemental attunement to make a move material away to maybe make it get to his head, maybe I don't know. Dadgummit, this is like the worst
The element is poo-poo.
possible.
This isn't like the trash compactor seeing it all.
We know Numa's weakness now. It's poo-poo monsters.
Yeah, poo poo monsters. So
Nice spiders and poo-poo monsters.
Oh my god,
Alright,
I love Dungeons
so-
and Dragons so much.
I think my best maneuver might be to get to the stairs. Let me think about this.
You could probably
You've been thinking about it, Chip. So to make a decision.
Well, I'm going to try to jump to the stairs.
Okay.
Now, one thing that we didn't do is my range is now 45 feet.
Your movement.
My speed, yeah.
Okay.
And I can't change it for some reason.
You can still move it.
But what did we say about the jumping? It was half. It was, what was the calculation there?
A long jump is 1 foot.
Your strength modifier in feet.
Strength
As long as
score.
you move at least 10
Strength
feet.
score in feet. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Strength score.
Yep.
So you could jump 12 feet as long as you took at least a 10-foot run up.
Even if with even with step of the wind.
That doubles your long jump, right?
Would it half my running? Could I do like crouching tiger, hidden dragon, and be invisibly held up by wires while I walk on the air?
I'd say there's a decent chance that soon you'd be able to just walk on the water, but
It is pretty. I'm pretty close to that. I'm so perfect. You know.
It
Yeah.
just depends on what the king
You know
has
what?
to say
Don't
about it.
sully that image now, Numa. Don't get in the poo.
I know it. Well, here's what I'm thinking. Here's my epic thinking. Okay, I'm going to jump over the stairs. Hopefully, be able to see this guy's head, and I am going to dive on his head with my elvish sword. Maybe right into his mouth. I don't
so
know.
you want to do basically a high dive, you know, from where you
If I-
are into the
Not
room.
from-
No, he wants to go up the steps. I thought.
No, I thought
Steps
I needed to
first.
get higher. You say, I don't. Yeah, because I don't know. Am I above this creature now?
Yeah, it's about a 3-foot drop into the muck.
Oh, it's a 3 foot. Oh gosh. Oh, I just had these. Yeah. All right. If I die, I'm never forgiving you.
If you die, you'll be right there with Xavier.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Okay.
hilarious when the poo palace,
This-
kills you guys.
yeah. The shitter.
Poo palace.
The shitter
Pool
kills us.
Pool Palace.
We all
Yeah,
went to Taco
so-
Bell. That's what happened.
So we got 110. We've only okay. Gosh, this is not a good move, guys. I am not showing. This is not good, but we've got a guy dying here.
So you're basically jumping 24 feet straight on top of this guy.
I am.
Okay. So you're going to end up
In the poop mill.
In the poo-poo.
right there.
So Pool Pool Palace.
Stab.
Would you like to make an attack on him?
I want to take a bunch of attacks on him.
Well, go for it then.
Come on, dancing.
Hey,
poop
Gummy,
mill.
it's
That's gonna
lagging.
miss.
It's not rolling. It's plopping down.
It's. I'm pretty sure it
He's so
rolled just
pissed.
fine.
It's plopping in the poo-poo in mine. It's just showing up bad. Look at that.
Maybe you should change your color.
Change my color. Y'all are so superstitious. All
Change it
right.
to brown.
Oh, and you're blaming the poo poo on those rolls. Okay.
Well, it just on my computer, it's just not even rolling. It's just like showing up. It's like the magic 8-ball. You suck. All right, bonus. I'm gonna freaking punch him. I guess is my bonus action. Good lord,
It does count as magical damage now.
Hey,
And that's
Yeah.
going to hit him.
hey! You should have used your fist the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, one. Can you do a stunny thing? It was like, is that a possible thing?
I don't think he has stunning strike.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no.
I did,
Sure
yep.
do.
That's a general monk thing, isn't it?
Yep, it is German.
It's
it's
after
true.
like fifth
Yep,
level.
fifth level.
Ooh.
Well,
So if you want to spend a key point, you could stunning
I'm gonna have
strike him.
to, or I'm gonna get eaten.
Numa's self-preservation coming out.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry,
no,
Xavier.
no.
It's covered in
all about-
poo. It's a whole
No,
new
no,
mill.
it's totally cool.
How do you do that though? Doesn't he do that beforehand or what?
No, it's okay. You can declare
When
it
you
when
make
you hit.
Oh, okay.
So
So now they have to save with their
They're saving.
20,000 strength
he's got to make a con save.
DC. Oh well, it's a +7. Good lord, this guy's
And
tough, guys.
He's got to roll over. He's got to roll more than a 13. I think a 25 will do it.
right.
I'm jumping out of this poop in a minute, guys.
You
I'm
guys
sorry.
came into his house. I'm just saying.
I know.
I mean, Xavier came into his house.
I didn't step in his poo.
Maybe you should have. He took that as a sign of.
Oh, I disrespected him by not stepping
That's right.
in
You
his poo.
disrespected his house by trying to avoid the poop.
What's
Can you
wrong
burn
with
this person, Octavia? Can you just burn this guy?
But you can cast a fireball.
I'm thinking about it, guys. I'm thinking about it.
All the methane.
Okay, Octavia.
It's your turn.
This
Oh,
is
my
not going
turn.
to turn out good.
It's when dreams come true, guys.
Decide quickly.
I'm going to try Burning Hands. So that one is the 15-foot cone. So
I didn't even get to tell Irvan's secret to him.
What secret?
I can't tell you. I'm dead.
You
Oh.
don't know.
So I'm gonna do that, targeting my one friend, because that doesn't hit Numa, does it?
Nope, that won't hit Numa.
Don't worry about it. Just fry the thing. Kill it.
Definitely failed his dexterity save.
Ooh.
All right, as you do almost max damage to it.
Almost. And can I see Xavier?
Yeah, you can see down to where he's still wrapped up in that tentacle and being held underwater.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to swim with you
There you go.
He feels a little bit better, but unfortunately he's still unconscious and has no breath.
What? Oh yeah, no problem. Sorry, you just get suffocated again.
But did that reset my save though, right?
No, remember death saves don't go away, I don't think.
Well, you're the DM.
You're the DM. Don't remind him.
Dirt and poo poo feeling groovy.
I did swallow poo-poo. I'm sure I have to do a poison disease check at some point. I'm telling you right now, if I live, everything is getting burned. The clothes. I'll just wear a toga for a little bit.
The castle.
The castle. Yeah, I'm burning the whole fucking thing to the ground.
Erevan.
Get this tower.
Alright, Erevan's just getting pissed at the fact that this thing is still just preventing Xavier from going about his own business. And we've just been slogging through the shit literally at this point. So Erevan's going to just trudge his way through this even further. Would that be considered flanking with Numa?
Unfortunately, no.
Alright. Well, he is going to take 2 swings with his longsword and infuse Divine Smite into anything that hits. And it's also going to give the Hunter's Mark damage if it hits.
Take him, Erevan. Take him.
That
Whoa!
one, that's not going to hit.
Please,
Are you
does he
sure?
stab Xavier?
It's lagging. It's lagging.
That 17 will hit, though.
Alright. Lord,
These are-
Lord.
Oh, that's right. We're not
Crappy
playing
rolls.
fumbles in this campaign.
Okay. So we have the longsword damage plus.
Kill him. Kill him.
Plus
Oh,
the Hunter's damage.
Kill him. That's a tough mother.
And if this thing
Well,
is
he's got a
still
plus 7 to
writhing, I'm going to be furious at it. It's going to be my turn.
You're going to be furious at it because it seems to still just be fine.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's-
That's my turn.
Okay. And we're going to take its turn, and then we're going to stop there. So, the first thing it's going to do, since it now can tell that Xavier is no longer doing anything, it's going to release him.
Oh, good. We can get out of here now.
And it's going to make a tentacle attack at Numa.
Yeah. Remember me, friends. Remember me.
oh,
think a
what?
20
He
is gonna
turned it
hit.
into too. Oh my god! Oh.
And you're grappled and restrained. And I'm going to say that since you are well aware of what it could do, now I'll tell you that because it hit you pretty hard, so you're going to have to make the save too.
Save what?
I need you to make me a Constitution save. Now here it says that the Constitution saving throw should be DC equal to 5 plus the damage caused by the tentacle attack. So I need you to make
27?
me a DC 27 Constitution save.
Well, there's no reason to roll. I
Okay.
can
Natural
make
20. I mean, maybe.
You could make a natural 20. I would grant you that.
that. Oh, well.
Natural 1.
How about that?
Your breath is knocked out of you too.
This thing's real good against this elven folk.
I'm here. God, this is a fun session.
And it's going to make its other tentacle attack at Erevan.
Goddamn slippers.
That's going to be a miss.
So when Caden asks
It's got a
what
bite,
happened
doesn't it?
last week, just don't mention the poo-poo monster. Everyone
And
was killed by the poo-poo.
but it is going to make a bite attack at Erevan also.
So can we see his face now?
Oh, another
Oh
crit!
my god! Another crit!
And I got no control over this. I'm just hitting the buttons.
Oh my god, you crit on 3 different people. Oh my god, 20 damage again!
I can reduce that by 3,
Yes, you can.
and then I have to make a concentration check. Boom.
Concentration check.
Hunter's mark.
For Hunter's Mark.
Oh, right. Okay.
18. Ooh, maintain
And
Hunter's Mark.
you're also going to have to make a Constitution save, which I'm about to roll for you, to resist being poisoned.
I roll much better mind saves than you do. But alright. Bring it on, poo monster.
So, you have now effectively been poisoned.
We took out an entire fucking castle, but this one poo monster's gonna kill the party.
Okay.
Oh my god. The greed is
All right.
real.
And we're going to stop there.
Was that its bite, or am I currently grappled and restrained?
That was its bite.
Okay.
It missed the tentacle.
Alright.
Now, obviously, if Amanda cared, she would have imposed disadvantage on one of those attacks.
Forgot about it again, guys. I am really good 2 times. 2 out
So,
of 3 in that.
Caden is just gonna be unawares, and there's gonna be 4 new dead bodies in the...
But at least Caden's gonna get all this
Magical
identified
items?
awesome magic item shit.
Can he even carry that statue? I don't think he can.
Well,
Okay,
that got put in the bag of holding. The 20-pound statue?
Oh, it did?
Let's see, that's the end of the 3rd round, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
This will be my
Well,
4th round. coming
Caden
up.
just rolled a natural 20 on his perception check. So,
It's still gonna take him a long-ass time to get over to us.
that's what I was just thinking. I was like, so he heard you when you yelled. So he can double move for 3 rounds. So his movement,
Should be 30, right? He's a human.
yep, his movement's 30. And as far as I know, he doesn't have any awesome speed boosting magic stuff. So there's 60. Ah, somebody's messing with it. Whoever did that, stop. I'm moving him. All right.
What's that? 4 rounds, he'll be here. No problem, guys.
He'll be here at the end
Double
of his...
moving for 3 straight rounds. He gets to there. So we'll
Magic
come back
missile.
next week.
Damn it, Caden, you didn't even finish identifying the magic items.
Well,
He
some
just left
people
them
ran
all
off
there.
and,
I'm really
I will
glad
say
that we
he-
got Numa and Octavia to show up, because Erevan, we would have been totally boned.
You would have been done. Like I said, I could have just misty stepped my way up.
I know. Some bitch.
So he, Caden did manage to identify some of the items.
Can we know?
Uh,
You did.
No, I want to.
I'll
Well,
go ahead and tell you just because,
I'm dead.
there's a chance you might survive.
Just say
The dagger that you found
Mhm.
is a dagger of venom.
Oh, okay.
Just what we needed to kill this monster.
It would have helped.
Xavier's gonna have to learn to be more patient.
You know what? You know what?
And
And you won't give me shit for my character in Sunday, but look what Erevan does!
Yeah.
like I said,
I feel the pain.
I'm perfectly fine saying this is actually Erevan's fault. He may try to deny it, but I'm comfortable with that decision.
Aravan's gonna deny it to his grave. As long as it's not a shit covered grave. He's gonna deny it.
Also, just because you guys may or may not ever get to use these things, I have to admit, this is really like, it's strange. I would have figured you just conquered a castle. There are massive piles of loot laying around, and what do? Run everywhere except to the loot.
We went and picked up the loot and we dropped it all off, and then went the complete opposite corner of the castle.
No. First, you ran all over the castle.
Yeah, we should have just went through the loot.
Anyway, the Morning Star, he finished it. It's a +1 Morning Star.
Does Aravan have a magic weapon?
Nope.
You might want to use that if you live.
It would have been nice if you told Aravan about that one, Xavier, rather than like, I'll put it in the bag of holding and tell him.
Brought it in here and showed it to
Octavia.
Octavia. You saw it.
That's when Aravan was going around to all the rooms.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Oh.
Aravan doesn't know what I found.
Yep. That's why I went back to the hall to look for magic items myself.
If you die, we'll never know what's in the bag of holding.
Maybe.
And he also found out that the bronze crown is not magic.
Not magical. Okay. Cool.
That's pretty.
Oh, no, those items aren't in the bag of holding. They're on the table in the tower, so...
Yeah.
So if everyone dies here, they'll still be waiting there for the next group to come through.
Yep. And a bag of holding at the bottom of the poo pit.
Okay. So, any highlights from this session, anybody?
No.
Come on, Chip. It couldn't have been all bad.
Well,
Numa may not be very happy.
I went against my instinct.
Got
And it's going,
Don't do that.
yep.
Went
Got in the
into
poo. But I just
Never
cannot.
go in the poo.
I cannot just stand by while someone's drowning.
Especially food.
It's really too bad that your constitution modifier is 0.
Yeah, that means
Well-
you get one round.
Yeah, you get 1 round to break free.
Oh,
Well, I'm hoping that Caden shows up and magic missiles him, and yeah. So, anyway,
Well, highlight was finding cool shit, and low lights getting acided. That was great.
Got that already.
Yeah. The poo pit. That's kind of a low light, but at the same time, very awesome because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and it just it hits all the right notes. Yeah. So, no, I think Greed got Aravan this time.
God, Aravan.
Yep.
Aravan's looking for the people who are trying to murder the party.
It's Greed.
That's what Aravan's looking for.
Greed. I don't think walking into a poo pit is greed. I think that's suicide.
You're the one stuffing all these magic items into your bag of holding on your person. You're a wizard.
I'm just going to say that, Aravan, you were there when they were like, yeah, there's a teleport portal down in the basement.
You're like, I don't care. I'm gonna go check
Pretty
this
sure
tower.
that's where they
Yeah.
all went. And you're like, no, I'm just going to go see this tower that no one's come in or out of since the entire time we've been here, but I'm going to check
And
it out.
then Aravan asked for volunteers. And these 3 followed him. Then one of them
Because it
tried
was
to jump
clear
over the poop.
that you were like, you guys don't have to go, but I'm going to go check out the tower.
I can't leave you by
Exactly.
yourself. The last time you did that, the whole fucking castle came down on us.
He's got a point.
The whole castle came down on me. You would have been fine in your box. But the party was coming.
Okay, I vote to kick Aravan off the island.
You can't kick shit. You're under poop.
I'm kicking shit.
That's all he can kick right now.
Oh my god. Oh, so much fun. All right, so
I look forward to the long, drawn-out arguments about who's really at fault.
well, I mean, I have a feeling that one of us is going to make it out of here. Depending on the dice, but
I'm out.
Octavia's good. Well,
Kate will be fine.
she
Kate
might
will be like,
she might fall through the second floor if she keeps going up the stairs. But no,
Yeah, you
Like
guys have
spiders
no
up
idea
there.
what's upstairs.
no, we don't. But we know there's a hole, right? Because it's all rotted.
Yeah, there are holes in the floor, and it looks very rotted.
So Octavia might not even go upstairs because she's afraid of holes.
No, because there's probably spiders up there, and I'm not spiders. And poop.
No, I'm really curious to see who Octavia saves first of the people dying.
Who says
Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
there's only
save
one
anyone?
person. There's nobody dying right now. There's just a number of people who are about to.
Aren't I still dying under the poo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, the beginning of the next session, the first thing we're going to do is get you to roll a death save.
Yep.
I thought you got 4 hit points.
DM's ruling on that. We're
Okay.
still
Basically, getting the hit points back doesn't put any more breath in his lungs.
yeah.
Okay, I missed the part where he was still under.
I
thought
I didn't magically float to the top of the poo.
No, not magic.
like
I
you
figured
should.
whenever it released you and started attacking me and Numa, you went up to the top.
Yeah, he is now floating, but he's floating unconscious.
thought-
Okay, cool.
Okay, I thought he had a turn.
So I could
Okay.
die at the very beginning of next session, like dead.
Yeah, but at least, unlike the one player we've had die in this game so far,
Out of combat.
well,
Yeah, that's
yeah, it'll be in combat, but also you have a cleric who can actually cast a, revive spell.
Yeah.
When poor Draxus died on the third session,
outside of combat.
Yeah.
there was no cleric anywhere around who could do anything for him.
So just in case,
Right.
I've got another character
Just
lined up.
wasn't strong.
Well, like I said, this is the reason I encourage you all to have extra characters, because this kind of stuff can happen.
His next character's-
As cool as it would have been to come up with an encounter that mimics the Star Wars trash pit, this was in the book.
I think it's doing better than Star Wars.
Oh, yeah,
One of the
it's
heroes
better
did
than
not make
Star
it out of the
Wars
water.
Monster. Star Wars Monster kind of sucked.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, cool.
All right. Well, everyone, I hope you had a good time.
I did.
I look forward to picking this up on Tuesday when maybe you guys will finally actually find out the treasure I've been holding for you.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe.
I haven't laughed that hard in a really long time, so it hasn't been since Chip honked the horn when he was bringing out his Chick-fil-A. I haven't laughed that hard. It's been a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, y'all have a
See y'all.
good evening.
See ya.
Adios.
Bye.